It's Wednesday night, it's Norwich City match day, and you are in the right place to be watching it tonight. Welcome along to the TNC Watchalong. Oh, it's good to have you back. We left you wanting more. We weren't here on Saturday. We're back, and we are back bigger and better than ever because we have Yarmouth's finest brewery on board today. We're going to be sipping on them Lakens throughout today's game. We'll be getting onto that shortly, but it's a big game tonight against Reading. I'm delighted to be able to be joined with the Emmy Buendia to my Timu Pukki, the Tim Krul to my Christoph Zimmerman. It's Mr. Chris Reeve. Chris, how are you doing, my friend?
Oh,
it's good to be back.
It's the watch along. It's Wednesday night. Energy, people. This Reading team are there for the taking, and you are joining us today to be a part of this epic night, hosted by, of course, the Talk Norwich City team. I'm buzzing to see everyone. I'm buzzing to see the boys out on the pitch. I'm buzzing to see the Norwich Twitter announcing the team, McLean back in the side. God, I'm pumped for this. And everyone knows how much I hate Reading Football Club, so I cannot wait. I hope we beat these tonight, Jack. I'm super pumped.
Me too, mate. On Saturday, obviously, we didn't do a watch along. We did a match review afterwards, but I felt a little hole in my life on Saturday because I honestly really look forward to these. And we didn't have, Big Bad Barry and all of the people that we love to see in the comment section on Saturday. So that was great. Anyway, it's Reading tonight. This is how the table currently looks. Norwich City in second place, Reading in fifth place, flying high at the moment, Reading. And anyone expected them to be up there this season, but they are. Of course, all of this pulled from One Football. You can download the app in the description. Lots of championship games this evening. Good place to keep track of all the scores. This is how Norwich City line up. And we move to the sides. And it's Michael McGovern in goal. It's an unchanged backline. Max Aarons, Christoph Zimmerman, Grant Hanley and Jakob Sorensen. There is a change in the midfield. Kenny McLean comes in for Alex Tete next to the ever-present Oliver Skipp. It's then Josh Martin, Marco Stiepman coming in for Mario Vrancic, Emmy Buendia and Timu Pukki. Let's have a quick look at the Reading lineup before we get Chris's thoughts. Reading currently without their two top scorers of Lucas João and Yaku Mete, Ejaria, Elise, two very young and promising championship players, Aluko up front, who I'm sure you're all very aware of, and a fairly solid team other than that. Reading going well, Norwich City going even better. Chris, confident, not confident? How are we feeling?
Yeah, no, I'm confident, honestly, Jack. Look, Reading have started this season very well. They have started the season well, and the only credit I'll give them is they have done that, right? But losing two players before you're about to play Norwich City, top of the league, is a big, big ask. I think Reading will have to have a world-class performance tonight, and Norwich will have to have a howler. Would I take a draw? Absolutely not. I think that this Reading team are there for the taking. Michael Bailey tweeting before the game, saying opportunity knocks, and it feels like that tonight. It feels like, Norwich City do need to beat Reading. Look, I know they're doing well. I know they're at home. But for me, mate, I think this Norwich City team are unstoppable at the moment. I think the way we're playing, full of confidence, we're scoring goals when we're in second gear. That's the thing, right, Jack, is first of all, we're playing better away from home than we are at home, in my opinion, and we're away from home tonight. Reading have got two key injuries, which is a big, big blow for them. Norwich City have got one of their strongest benches in a while, which no one's spoken about online yet, which I think is really important. The likes of Cantwell, Hugill, Dowell on the bench, to name a few. We've got options. So even if we're in second gear, Norwich City can nick a goal. But I don't think Norwich City, I hope that we're not in second gear tonight. I think we'll be full of confidence. Emmy Buendia, Pukki's in his purple patch again, and powered by Laken's beer. I just want it to be. I just really hope that the lads play with confidence rather than. We're not the type of team to go for a draw, so I don't think we're going to do that tonight. And I honestly think it'll be a really good performance. I've got a good feeling about this, Jack. It feels right. This feels like...
That's always dangerous, though, isn't it? Whenever I'm really confident, we lose. And whenever I'm a bit pessimistic and thinking draw, maybe scrape a win, we always seem to win. Get your comments in, your score predictions, where you're watching from this evening. As Chris mentioned, a good opportunity tonight to put some distance between us and the chasing pack. Swansea losing to Derby. Watford and Brentford both drawing. Ryan Thompson back again. Like Timu Pukki, always delivering that man. Evening, guys. No better time to play Reading with their injuries. However, a draw wouldn't be a bad result. Yeah, I guess we always say, don't we? Pick up draws away from home, win your home games. But Reading are very hot and cold this season, and they have been with their best team. Lucas Zhao and Meite scored a lot of goals this season. None of them will be playing this evening. Get your score predictions in. We just need to thank Lakens, who, I don't know if any of you were watching the last watch-along. We were drinking a couple of Lakens and we were saying, how good would it be if they got on board? Well, they've watched us and they've gone, look, I love Yarmouth. I love beer. Lakens, brewed in Yarmouth. I'm sure you've all had a pint of, whether it's Legacy or Encore or whatever you've drunk before. Genuinely decent beer, and they're giving away TNC viewers 20% off all of their beer online. It's a brilliant service. If you order before tomorrow, you will get it guaranteed by Christmas. And I think there's one thing you need at Christmas, and that's a house fully stocked with some beverages. So get some Lakens in the future watch-alongs. Drink with us. Link in the description. Click it. It helps us. It helps a great local business. Everyone's struggling a bit at the moment. So, if you haven't got the money, don't worry about it. But to help local business, if you have got a spare few pennies, and a great little deal as well. Lakens, cheers. We really do appreciate it.
Cheers to Lakens. Big
what
up.
have you got, Chris? I've got a little Legacy going on here. And the yellow and green, by the way.
I've got the Affinity Golden Ale. Better together as well, by the way, which I love the strap line. That's it's just like Timu Pukki and Emmy Buendia, better together. And I'm super excited to see those two boys tonight. Don't forget, people, get your TNC setups in, as always, on Twitter and Instagram. I will personally retweet and share every single one of them as a thanks for your support, because we genuinely really appreciate it. 352 of you in the house now. Before kickoff, quickly leave and send a link to all of your mates. Get them involved in the banter, the chat, the debate, the heats of the moments, and hopefully the celebrations tonight. And as Jack said, if you've got a beer, preferably Lakens, make sure you crack it open.
Definitely. Archie Middleton. We haven't done this for a while, but Archie's including what he's having for his dinner while he's watching. Evening Boys sat here with my cottage pie. 3-1 tonight. Come on, you LAs. If you're eating, let us know what you're eating. We always love to hear about your food. Michael Starr from the future. Reading 0, Norwich 4. Well, I hope you're right, Michael. I really hope you're right.
Jack, we've had a very early TNC setup from the cheesy geezer himself. I mean, I don't know what to say to this. I thought it was just Big Bad Barry. The cheesy we're in the bath with cheesy geezer tonight. That honestly might be an early contender for the TNC setup of the evening, of course, and I'll give out every week now.
I've always wanted to join Cheesy Geezer in the bath, and tonight is the night that we've been able to do so. Absolutely wonderful. Kian, 1-1. Chris, I guess, there's a few people in here saying, draws. Where's our expectation at with this Norwich team? Because, we've had a real quick rise up the division, and we have showed some really good form. I think that win against Blackburn was massive, really big, because we all know how good Blackburn are. But it's these kind of games against Reading. You can't quite judge Reading. They were running really hot on their stats earlier on in the season, scoring with basically every shot they took. Then they lost 4 in a row, and you thought, okay, they're back to where they should be. And now they've put a really good run together again. So, I know we're confident, going into tonight. Do we just have to be a little bit careful?
No, sod it. Stop pretending you are. and I see people in the comments as well being like, oh, yeah, I'll take a draw tonight. I'll bugger off. That deep down that this Norwich City team have definitely got the ability, if they want to turn it on and steamroll Reading tonight, if they can and if they truly want it. We came up against, in my opinion, possibly the second or third best team in this league right, against Blackburn, and I know Blackburn were good. We weathered a storm. Reading aren't going to come at us tonight like Blackburn came at us, because they've got 2 major injuries, and it's just that is not that's just not Reading. They're not going to do that, right? So I think we should be confident. And yeah, like, I'm putting myself on the line to be shot down, but I just believe in the lads. I've got so much faith. I look at our bench and I'm so excited to see players back into the fold now. There's a lot of people in the. And by the way, I will be honest. If you offered me a draw now, I would be slightly tempted to take it. But again, my heart says, and my head, that we should be winning this tonight, Jack.
Definitely. Sean, what am I drinking? Sean, we just mentioned, mate. Legacy, Lakens, 20% off link in the description. Go and support them, guys. Ben Alpers, love this. He's having a grilled cheese sandwich. It's lunchtime here in Oklahoma, America. Chris, loads of what do you call it? Lots of pictures of Stuart Webber on iFollow and in that lovely woolly hat at the moment.
Well, look, of course he's wearing a hat because he's been watching the TNC Watchalong, and it's not quite my yellow hat with the light on, but give credit where credit's due. It's a great effort from Stuart. And have you got your hat at the ready in case of scenes tonight? You know the rules, Jack. The hat is off, but when Norwich City score, the hat comes on. And so far, I've got to stick with the German sausage selling hat because it's lucky, right? And as soon as Norwich City, God forbid, if we actually lose, I change hats. I change it. But at the moment, it's the lucky hat, and it's got to keep going. So people, you will be treated to that tonight if we score.
Chris, we're 4 minutes away from kickoff. I must admit, I was up quite early this morning, and these 8 p.m. kickoffs, I am getting tired now. So I need some oomph from our commenters, from you. Hit me with a score prediction that will wake me up.
3-0 Norwich.
I'm awake. I'm in the room.
Oh, who's yeah. Timu Pukki hat trick.
Wow. Love this from Parlong. We will win 4-0. Pukki twice, Cantwell and Skip. Love that. Absolutely love it.
We've just had another amazing TNC setup tweet. Don't forget, we're sharing all of them on Instagram and Twitter, so get them in. Big up.
Talk Norwich City.
And big up to Lucas Latore. He's not Italian, he's Brazilian. He's part of the Brazilian Canaries, and he's watching us from a very hot Rio de Janeiro. And he said, "Don't tell my boss." So there you go. Big up to the Brazilian Canaries, and big up to anyone that's watching us tonight. We really appreciate your support as always. Jack, on my screen now, we've got Mickey McGovern shaking hands with Grant the Slabhead Hanley, Jakob Sorensen on to, oh my God, look at those Reading fans. Have you just seen those fans? That is the definition of tin pot. I cannot wait.
I was watching back the highlights from the season that Madison, no, it was the last season when Pukki scored that delightful kind of curling shot. And it looked as if they were practicing social distancing back then. I mean, there was about 7 empty seats between each person. As Toby comes, Toby, come on the boys. 7-1 win today, like in 2017. Chris, can you remember that game when we were 6-0 up in the first half?
Look at that profile picture. He's done you.
That hat will return in the coming weeks. I promise you, Toby. Thank you for the £5.
Yeah, that's the Aston Villa hat as the lads fist bump the Reading players. Jack, do you remember that game against Reading? It was gloriously sunny that day. Gloriously sunny.
I just remember going down to the concourse with you and Snadden and all our mates in the Barclay, and everyone was like, right, I've just had a 5 on 12-0. I've had a 10 on 10-0. But it was normal because we just scored 6 goals in the first half. It's brilliant.
Insane. Absolutely insane. And as Thomas Neves has said, always on the old blue and white. It's just before the watershed, so I won't swear at this gorgeous time. I've just read this a comment, so I've said gorgeous there for some random reason. Mattyasm1 says, Timu Pukki, baby. Timu Pukki. Oh, mate. Honestly, mate, I really want to beat these today. I tell you how much I want to beat Tin Pot FC. I really cannot wait.
I think the way that Reading have started this season kind of reminds me of how Norwich played in 2018, 2019, like kind of under the radar. People don't really know what to make of their youngsters going forwards.
We didn't lose 4 games in a row.
Results.
We didn't lose 4 games in a row.
No, we didn't. I'm just saying, like, Elise and them kind of forward players, they're unknowns.
Yeah, but you've got mate. They are nowhere near our title-winning team. That's absolute nonsense from you. I'm not having it.
Here they are, Aldridge, the finest estate agents in the whole of Yarmouth. Brilliant, and of course, a Watchalong sponsor. Great to see you, Aldridge. 1-0. Pookie, the goal scorer. Well, they're knowledgeable people over at Aldridge Estate Agents, so I don't think they'll be too far wrong. Look, a win's a win. I'd take a 1-0, but I'd quite like a more comfortable result. The City stand with a fine fish. Timu Pukki, 50 goals and 100 appearances. Yes, it's brilliant, isn't it? That statistic is wonderful.
I'm just watching there Grant Hanley give a team talk in the huddle. And he's giving it like, when a player is in the huddle and they're giving it that because they're really belting it out, and that has pumped me up. These Norwich City players about to take the knee, probably, assumingly. Yep, there we go, and about to kick off any minute. Don't forget to get your last score predictions in. Don't forget to get your TNC setups in. Don't forget to crack open your Laken's beer if you've got one, and if you've not, don't forget. In the description, 20% off as a TNC fan. Big up and welcome to 470 of you. Norwich City have kicked off in the midfield.
Oh my goodness, I think we're in sync.
Back to the slab head already. Oh, and that's a mistake early doors from Norwich. And Max Aaron's luckily he's able to.
That's not a promising start.
It's not a promising start. We love that.
Okay, I think you're a few seconds ahead, but I can take.
What's your score prediction? Sean Anthony Max says, "What's your score prediction?" Did we say that? I don't think we did.
No, I haven't said. I'm going to go 3-1. 3-1 City.
Wow.
Yeah, I think.
Love that.
Yeah. No, I think we'll be all right. I'm confident tonight, but the Norfolk boy in the back of my head says, don't get too optimistic because it will come and bite you. So.
Underrated gamers in the house. They're confident. They say HMS take a piss. Will set sail in the 25th minute.
Well, the thing that we should have warned Lakens was because we've now got more beer flowing through our systems. There will probably be at least 20 minutes of this stream when I'm not actually on camera because I'm backwards and forwards to the toilet. So get your going to the toilet bingo entries in. I'll give you a clue. I think it will be before half time. So I withstood the whole of the 90 minutes last time.
Jack, something to quickly discuss before we get onto the main event. Ipswich narrowly, and I mean narrowly, beat bottom of the league Burton at Portaloo Road.
No, but I love it.
You love it. Why?
Yeah, because he just gives Lambert a bit more time.
Yeah, I love that because he's not beating Peterborough in the next game, is he? There's no way.
Yeah, no.
So back down to reality straight away.
Well, it's clever from Lambert, and it's why he's a Norwich City Hall of Famer because he's just trying to prolong the agony of Ipswich Town fans, and he knows the more time he gets, the more damage he can create. So very wise from Paul Lambert.
Oh, Mickey, you also find saving goals all the time. Hey, Mickey. Oh,
mate, hey, how good was he last game?
Oh, Mickey, you're so fine, saving goals all the time. Hey, Mickey. Oh, hey, Mickey. Mate,
love that.
Seriously, that save he made, by the way, that save was save of the season by a country mile. Like, give him credit where credit's due. That was a world-class.
It was, yeah.
If Manuel Neuer had done that, the papers would have been on it all month long. And Mickey McGovern, he is so fine. He is saving all the goals all the time. And I'm really pleased that he's playing again tonight, Jack. I really am.
Yeah, no. When are we expecting Krul back? Is it Cardiff or?
I think it is this Saturday, isn't it?
Right. Okay. But look, I think we've said it all along. There's been a few sketchy moments from Mickey, but the fact that we've continued to win football games, and there he is, Sid. Love that.
I was just going to say, Jack, there's never a sketchy moment from Sid T, of course, the TNC Watchalong best profile picture. Welcome along to the Watchalong.
I was just going to say, like, the fact that we can bring in an international goalkeeper as a second choice just shows the depth in the squad.
Yes,
and it's a reason why we're not top at the moment, but I think we might be back top. But the reason why we're flying so high is because of the depth that we have in the squad.
Yeah, no, absolutely, mate. And again, like as I've said 2 or 3 times already today, we've got such a strong bench. It's so good to see those boys back.
Paul Nelson. I mean, this is serious. 3 bottles of Legacy and 3 bottles of Affinity. We're on the Legacy. Chris is on the Affinity. Lined up for 90 minutes. You can get through 6 bottles. I mean, drink responsibly. Like, let's not get too silly on the ball, but 6 bottles have been impressive.
But go on.
Been impressive. And if you want 6 more bottles for next week, 20% off in the link. Chris, 4 minutes in. Other than that Grant Hanley little mistimed touch, it's not much has happened.
Not much has happened. And look at this from Chaz Tats. He's got us on all 3 screens. That's quite something. Massive friend of TNC.
Does that count as 3 different views, or is that just one view?
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Great to see you all along. 500 of you in here. Share it with your mates. Get your gran in. Get your granddad in. If you're going cheesy geezer style, get it in the bath. Nothing wrong with that. Barry created it, cheesy geezer, sculpted it into folklore.
That's absolutely brilliant from Kenny McLean. It must be said, Josh Martin, he's threaded the ball through. Marco Steedman can't.
He was in there.
Control it. Marco Steedman can't quite control it. But to be fair, Josh Martin did serve that up to him on a hot plate. He's hit it quite hard. He's actually, he's onside as well.
No, he's off.
No, bugger off, mate. He's on there. You've got to be having a laugh.
No, I think that was the first bit of real attacking prowess from Norwich City, and it shows that this Reading side are fragile defensively, but going forwards they are lively. So we need to be careful.
Jack, in this game, the script in this game. Okay, it's a bit of a cagey start. We nick a goal before half time. Reading might score, maybe they might, but what's going to happen second half. That's when our fitness kicks in. That's where the prowess of Pookie comes in, and that's where we go and win this game of football. So I cannot be any more confident.
Definitely. Harvey Monk, have you seen the video of Ben Marshall talking about his time at Norwich? I have. I watched the whole podcast, actually. I thought it was a fascinating insight. You don't often hear football. I mean, for anyone kind of wondering what's happened to Ben Marshall, he's essentially playing in, I think, the 15th tier of non-league football, and he has to pay to play now. And he's basically playing with his mates from down the pub. He scrapped it all in after Norwich. But basically what he said was he never wanted to come to Norwich. His agent said to him that Norwich City were interested, and he said, okay, give me a 4-year deal and a big chunk of cash and I'll go. And Norwich agreed, and he went. Not that he ever wanted to be here. I don't think he was in a great place mentally. And I don't think he ever wanted to be in Norfolk, but it was a strange signing that it really was. But clearly he was a player who just, he had all the ability, but he just lacked that mentality needed.
No, on paper, mate. That's a lovely ball through to Teemu Pukki. He's got the end of it. Left peg. He's won a corner. He's won a corner kick there.
What a ball that was, by the way.
He's won a corner. Does the ref give it a goal kick? He better have given that
that pass.
That's absolutely outstanding from Kenny McLean yet again. He gets
unbelievable.
He gets his critics, but he finds the pass. I don't believe it. They've given that as a
corner.
That's absolutely fraudulent. No, I was just going to say on Ben Marshall, Jack. Ben Marshall, when we signed him, I was so excited about it. And actually, I felt that he showed good signs early doors, actually. I think it's quite evident that he didn't fit in. We saw this with Nick Butterfield too. And part of the potential weakness with our transfer policy is we take gambles. Yeah. We don't sign average assured. We sign players that are either going to be absolutely on it or they're just not going to hit the mark because we've not got the money, right? So, yeah, I think I think it was a shame about Ben. I must admit, though, I'm a massive fan. I love Under the Cosh, by the way. Brilliant podcast. Go and check it out. I thought Ben was really rude about Norwich City, actually.
Yeah,
rude because don't be disrespectful, mate. We made you a lot of money that you can now sit at home on your ass for the rest of your life. So I thought it was really rude, actually.
It's the reason why he's clearly in a much better place now, and he's playing football with his mates, and that's all he's got to do because he's cashed in off the Norwich move. So yeah, I felt a bit. Well, I didn't feel sorry because it was his choice. It was. All of the decisions he made were in his control. It wasn't like an injury kind of ended him or anything, but I just found it an odd signing looking back. 3-on-1 here. Go on,
Ollie Skip's done really. He's just unfortunately lost out there. Reading bringing it back up to the field again there.
Space in this game, isn't there, Chris?
Yeah, I agree. We were able to break with lots of space, and the boys are nipping at the heels at Reading. We are giving away free kicks at the moment. Slight worry. But yeah, so far so good. Finding the space. And we're doing well. We're doing really well. Matthew Barber says James' husband. Goodness me, Christ! Don't start me on him.
Is he still at Blackpool? Or is he gone elsewhere?
God knows, mate. God knows. No idea. Right, Jack. 10 minutes in. It's fair to say neither side have really taken control of this game as Ollie Skip brings it up the field, plays it.
Yeah, I think what we've seen. No team is going to be willing to sit back here. And I think that plays into Norwich City's hands. I think when you get Pookie in behind the strike force, that's when he's at his best. We saw it against Bristol City.
It's a matter of time before we see this Norwich City team break Reading down, get behind those lines, as you said. They're not as good as Blackburn, which is why I'm confident. And you should be confident. Lou Tuck says, come on, you yellows. Absolutely love to... Oh, sorry about that. See that. Toby Gallant says, Zimbo or Gibson, boys? For me, Ben Gibson all day long, but Zimmerman has been brilliant since he stepped in. He's been brilliant, and it must be said. Jack, what's your take on that?
Pookie collecting the ball. He's running forwards. Don't give him this kind of space. Pookie strikes one. Good save from the goalkeeper. Maybe should have done slightly better there.
Yeah, no, he's
Gibson for me.
You what, mate?
Gibson for me over Zimmerman.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh, my God, Emmy Buendia! Yes! Get in there!
I didn't see it. I followed cut to bloody replay.
Emmy Buendia from Argentina. He came to City from sunny Spain. He's 5'7".
What have they done? Reading have just given the ball straight to...
Miami away. Get in there.
Oh, it's a terrible mistake from Reading, but it's given to the Argentine maestro, and it's tucked in. Emmy Buendia scoring goals for fun at the moment. 1-0 to Norwich City. Chris, I know what time it is, mate. I don't know if you do. Oh, what a start to this game.
It's time for the hat people. See you.
Great to have everybody along. Norwich City. Look, I need to stop cutting to replays during the game because we just saw Emmy with the ball and tucking it away. But Norwich City find themselves ahead. Emmy Buendia, that man, once again, right place, right time, lovely finish. Chris is gone. You're joining us for Reading versus Norwich City.
Mate, we are so good. We're so good. No one stops us. No one. We are on the way. HMS Pistol League has got wind in its sails, oil in its tank, and there's only one place this Norwich City team are going, and that is the Premier League. Emmy Buendia, sublime strike. Brilliant stuff.
Mate, when you... He's just so good at football, man. Like... Anthony, if you're gonna try and troll us, at least pick a player that's on the football pitch. Injured.
Absolutely.
Who's this? Give it. Oh, Pookie. Oh,
Toby Gallant with a super chat. Push on now. Get another before 30 minutes. Game over. Toby, I said it before the start of the game. No one had anything to worry about. We're playing Tin Pot FC. This game has got to be Norwich City Football Club's. I'm chuffed. 13 minutes into this game and Norwich City have taken the lead. This is massive. This is the sign of a title-winning team.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. What a way to, the game has been frantic so far, but what a mistake from Reading. And that shows the gulfing quality between these two sides. You wouldn't see Norwich City doing that. And Emmy Buendia tucks away. We said the only criticism of Emmy Buendia going into the season was his lack of goals as Reading progressed forward. And now he's scoring goals for fun, isn't he?
And he's already done that.
Reading coming forward here, I'm worried about this.
Shit.
It's a Luco. A Luco. Oh, no. Oh, fuck.
Shit.
Ajaria, the youngster, scores. It's 1-1. We've had our fair share of deflected goals, and that's taken a massive deflection, and Reading are back in it. It's 1-1. That shows not to get confident. It was a really sloppy goal. Let me just watch this back. Luco down the right-hand side, gets a pass in. Oh, it's just deflections galore. There's nothing Norwich can do about that. It's just an unlucky goal.
Yeah, it is unlucky, Jack. It's such a. And by the way, Norwich have had those. So, it happens. Norwich City still the better side, still taking this game by the scruff of the neck. Reading get a very, very lucky deflected goal there, and Norwich City now we've got to see their mindset now. And will Reading come at us now? We'll see. A lot of people have said the hat comes off. It does. I'm afraid the hat is coming off.
That's frustrating. I mean, gifted a goal. You just want to when you get that early goal, you want to just see it out for 10 or so minutes. We haven't been able to do that. It's desperately unlucky. The cross was deflected. The shot's deflected. Nothing McGovern can do. Nothing the defence can really do. It's just one of them. We've had our fair share of deflected goals. So that's just karma, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's disappointing, but genuinely speaking, there isn't really anyone to blame there at all. To be fair, I think Jack, you nailed it. Mickey's not to blame. He was in the right position. We had a lot of men behind the ball as well. It takes a lucky deflection, and that could happen to anyone. So let's see what we can do now. Let's see if Norwich City can bounce back. My prediction is absolutely.
Yeah, I think I've used my energy up here. What a bustling opening 15 minutes. Simon, good to see you, Simon. Early Christmas present. Thanks, mate. Just beware, confidence can breed complacency. Still plenty of time to get the 3 points. I have the Sutton shirt on. The Chris Sutton shirt. Brilliant. Or Sutton United, maybe. I don't know. Hopefully Chris Sutton. Simon, really appreciate it, mate.
Yeah.
Top man.
Cheers for that, Simon. Top man. Really appreciate that super chat. We're always open to those, by the way. Ryan Nesbitt says, great show, boys. Got the Lakens on order. Well done. Enjoy your 20% off. Of course, every single TNC fan can click the link in our YouTube description tonight and get 20% off the best beer in the world.
I was like a kid at Christmas when my box arrived. This is what you get if you order a Lakens. And it says, today's a good day. Lakens beer is here. When that arrived, I was like, oh, what a day.
So good. So good. Absolutely.
Anyway.
I love this as well. I really love this as well, by the way. Two really good comments. Christopher Rayner, always in the chat. Welcome along. Lovely dog. Bounce back ability. I love that. Todd Cantwell will score today, says Toby Gallant, with the best profile picture of Watchalong this evening. Thank you very much. Always appreciate that. Sid T. I can't read that out, unfortunately, but I appreciate the comment anyway. Steve Galley says, come on, City. Yeah, agreed. I'm still really confident. Like, people have said, oh, that's why you don't get too confident. I'm still so confident. Reading gets such a lucky goal there. Like, such a lucky goal. You could say that ours was relatively lucky. Well, we've taken it very. They gave it to us. But this is it, mate. They gave it to us, and they'll do that again. Look, there's plenty of time in this. I expected Norwich City to score just before half-time. They've done it within 13 minutes. Reading get a lucky goal, as Reading make a silly foul there, by the way, pushing Slabhead to the ground unnecessarily as well. which is great.
I think we knew there were going to be goals, and we've got our £10 iFollows worth early on in this one. We were worried, weren't we, that it wasn't going to be on iFollow. And if any of you can remember the Bristol City watch along, where we had to watch it via Sky Go, and I was honestly about 2 minutes behind. So I was just listening to Chris commentate the game basically, and I think a lot of people enjoyed it because it just made me look stupid. But glad I can't believe I'm saying it, but I'm glad we've got iFollow this evening. Chris, is it the same old snack? Yeah, classic.
Yeah, no.
Classic.
Doritos,
with the bowl.
Doritos, peri peri, always, mate. You know the score. Don't change a winning team, as they say. Did
you watch Watford last night?
No. Were they good?
No, awful. Honestly, I'm not impressed with Watford one bit. I think our only genuine threat Bournemouth. Yeah.
You said that to us. You've said that before. Big up Archie, by the way.
Love that, Archie. Yarmouth's finest. In our last 4 games, we've been 1-0 up and then 1-1, but then we win 2-1. But I think today it's going to be 3-1. Archie, Stato. Love that. Yeah, we haven't we? 1-0 up, then get pegged back, and then go on to win the game. It's seemingly the way we do things at the moment. Thanks for the super chat as always, my friend. I'm back over Christmas, so I might see you around GY roaming the streets.
We've just had a request here. By the way, thank you, Archie, for that super chat. Really appreciate it. Callum Ford says, Chris, if we score, put the Dorito plate on your head. Okay, Callum.
Preferably not full.
Your wish is my command. I'll try and get through them before that. Richard DVD Bomba, what a name, says, time check, please. Trying to sync with Sky. Can't cope with their comms. You know what, Richard? Just sack off Sky and tune into the TNC watch along. If you want a timestamp, though, we are on 20 minutes and 10 seconds now.
I'm not on that, but
what are you on?
20 minutes and 12.
12, mate. You're a good 8 seconds behind me.
Yeah, I know. Oh well, I knew when Buendia had scored before I saw it. But yeah, look, get involved with TNC, Richard. Like, you're clearly a man of culture.
Oh yeah, you can tell by the profile picture.
Yeah, look at him. Clearly a man of great class.
Jack, this game after meeting.
Sorry, mate. This game, you've gone a little bit blurry, mate. I'm sure you'll be back in full HD very soon.
Have I? Right. Let me know if I need to go out and come back in again.
No, you'll be all right. I'm sure you will.
Good. Love it. Absolutely love it. Mike Cockerell, friend of the channel, sit with him in the Barclay. Top man, by the way. He says you're about 50 seconds behind the Sky footage. Well, Mike, I think that's a good thing, because obviously when Norwich go and win the game, when we score, you can then get your eyes on the cellos, which is what it's all about. It's exactly what it's all about.
Chris.
Sid T, best profile picture on the TNC watch along. He says, will there be a Boxing Day stream, lads? Jack, will there be?
Oh, yes. Christmas, my friends, has not been ruined. There will be a TNC watch along on Boxing Day. Look, it might be slightly chaotic. We've got Chris at Cheesy Geezers. Hopefully, he won't be broadcasting live from the bath. We've got, or maybe you want him to. I don't know. I'm probably going to be, full of Wensleydale cheese and Lakens, but it's going to be great. I'm really excited for Boxing Day. The Christmas spirit will be flowing here in the TNC watch.
Great question from Susanna George. She says, Chris, if Emmy was a Dorito, what flavour would he be? It's so easy. Chili heatwave.
Yeah, massively.
Consistent, bit of spice, can sometimes take you by surprise by whether that be a goal or discipline. So Emmy Buendia is very much the chili heatwave of the Dorito selection.
You know what one of my favourite combos is, other than Buendia and Pookie? Chili heatwave Doritos with sweet chili hummus. Like, unbelievable. Really hits the spot.
Oh, Jesus. Wow. But it's not better than mine. It's all about lightly salted or cool original Doritos with medium peri-peri Nando sauce.
How long have I known you now? Like 5 years? 4 years? And
Mate.
honestly, when Chris used to live on his own, less so now, but when he was on his own, every time I went round his, it was Doritos and chili sauce, breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day.
Honestly, I'm surprised. I'm honestly surprised that I'm not absolutely huge. Like, I really am. I really am. I mean, I should get shares in Nando's. I tell you what. Do you know what? I'd love Nando's to sponsor us. How good would that be?
Not as good as Laken's.
Oh God, yeah, of course. That goes without saying. Emmy Buendia feeds the ball through to Max Aarons on the right. He's taken him. He's got lots of space on the wing. He gets the ball in. Pookie! Oh, it's a great save from the Reading goalkeeper. It's a brilliant save from the Reading goalkeeper. And this is what I mean. Norwich City, where you need a glimmer, boom. We can cause damage. Max Aarons there.
Look at Pookie's movement, by the way.
Yeah, no, but mate, it's not just Pookie's movement, though. It's not just Pookie. Max Aarons there. Get the praise on that boy's head. The Barcelona-bound boy. Goodness gracious. It's a great save. It's a brilliant save, by the way. Brilliant save.
Corner ball whipped in. That's going to be met by the head of a Reading player out to Josh Martin. He'll strike one over the bar. The thing that impresses me most with Teemu Pukki, right, is there's so often where he's not, where he hasn't got the position to get a really clean strike away, but he can like throw a hip on it, or the goal against Blackburn where it's just fired at him. He just gets the shot on goal.
Yeah,
he's just such a instinctual goal scorer. I love watching him. I love watching him.
Here we go, Jack. There's always someone that reminds you. And Sid T, the man with the best profile picture, says, how about that 24-hour watch-along, Jack?
Yeah, it's happening. Sid, look, you know when, you know, the things in life that you want the most are worth waiting for. And Sid, you've got to wait.
What I would say,
do it properly. We're working men.
What I would say on a serious note, Sid T, is it is going to take a lot of organisation, because me and Jack can't just sit and chat for 24 hours. Like, honestly, after doing a watch along, like 2.5 hours afterwards, we don't even speak to each other for like 2 days. Like, that's it. Like, we don't talk to each other anymore because we're completely spent. So it's really important that we get some guests on. So it takes quite a lot of work, but I'm well up for it. We'll have to do it. Maybe, by the way, and Sam has put a comment in here. Jack's 24-hour live stream is about as reliable as Ipswich Town. Maybe we should do a watch along. How can we do it when like Ipswich are playing and Norwich? Can we do that? That'd be good.
If I tell you what, I don't know. We couldn't. I was going to say Norwich are kicking off early on Saturday, aren't they? And then Ipswich are kicking off at 3. But I'm not. I couldn't sit through an Ipswich game. Yeah,
but it'd be funny, mate. We could just literally just analyse their epic performance all the way
against Peterborough, who are brilliant going forwards as well. It's
yeah.
I think the thing with the 24-hour thing, right, is it's not going to be able to just be us two, because it will be it'll be awful.
We would lose subscribers.
My initial thought was like, let's do 24 separate podcasts, but that's after an hour's podcast, I'm knackered. Like, asking questions, and it's not hard work, but it's mentally draining. So I think we'll get some fans in. We'll just see how it is. It will happen though, because we've raised $3,000 for Big C, thanks to you guys this season and last season. So we'll get it done. Chris, this game, we're half an hour in now, and as you can tell, that the last 10 minutes or so have been spent talking about Dorito.
Yeah. So it's not been a positive last 10 minutes, and it's certainly not been positive to play on this pitch tonight, as Gulliver Hughes has pointed out. Reading pitch is poor. You're right, Chris. Tim Pot. Yeah, everything about them. Honestly, everything about them is Tim Pot, I tell you.
What I would say about Reading is they are throwing men forwards, which is rare to see against Norwich City.
Yeah, but honestly, Jack, they can only do that in one half of this game, and then as soon as Norwich City get into their gears, we'll be away. We'll be absolutely away. Arguably now it should be.
Why do you think we're like a second half team?
That's actually a really good question, Jack. I don't know. Maybe let us know in the comments what you think. Why Norwich City a second half team? I would say we're probably only a second half team to begin with, because maybe we've been adapting. What is Grant Hanley doing there? Shepherding the ball out. Oh, that's ridiculous. Just lump it into Rosette. He's given the ball away to Reading on the wing now.
I think he thought it was going to trickle out.
That's dreadful from Reading there. Absolutely dreadful.
That's not a good advertisement for Championship football. Just shit all round.
In other news, Paul Leslie Nelson, 1 affinity and 1 legacy down, 4 to go. Absolutely love that. I'm currently nursing this affinity because it tastes so nice.
Yeah.
I really want to enjoy my Lakens tonight. But saying that, I've got 2 ready for me, so I'll try and catch up with you.
Yeah, I had a legacy with my dinner, and I've got one here. They're just they're deep in taste. I think if I was to
Grant Hanley there makes an absolutely shocking pass there.
Yeah, I think he just needs to get a grip of himself because he's been awful the last 5 minutes.
Wow.
The Lakens are deep in taste, kind of like a Daniel Farke performance. There's a lot of layers to it. Defensively solid, midfield, bit of flair in there with Mario Vrancic, and then going forwards, my goodness, just reeks of success, basically. Yeah,
deep's always good. Oakley Rivers, there's good news. I have to self-isolate, meaning I can watch the Saturday Watchalong. Well, first of all, Oakley, I hope you're safe and well, my friend.
I love how he's taking self-isolation as good news.
Good news! I've got to be bored. No, fair play. Yeah, absolutely delighted that you'll be joining us on Saturday for the next TNC Watchalong. And don't forget, I'm slightly disappointed, actually. I'm going to call out the community. There's been a distinct lack of TNC setups tonight on Twitter. Don't forget, we're retweeting every single one, as well as Instagram. Get them in. I'm retweeting them as we speak. And there will be an extra tweet. There'll be an extra tweet to announce the winner as well. So get your TNC setups in, people. We want to see how you're watching us.
Yeah, I think it could be a case of people feeling intimidated. I mean, some of the setups have been remarkable over the past.
Yeah, they have.
So like hot tubs, projectors. Someone was sat in their barn watching it. It's like
so good. So good. Absolutely love it. I can't believe, like, maybe we're quite a rich fan base. Like, there's been some real luxury setups, isn't there, Jack?
Has been. Yeah, definitely. I mean, who was it last week? Apologies, I forget their name. Who sent in their light bulbs were green and yellow. Like not even Christmas lights, just had green and yellow lights. Absolutely phenomenal.
So good. So good. We absolutely love it. And there's loads on Instagram as well, which I'm now sharing as we speak. Norwich City breaking forward. Jakob Sorensen. He's fed through Josh Martin on the left wing. He's got his head up. He's taken one and he's lost the ball. Team Pookie tracking back and he's fouled, and it's a Reading advantage. Oh,
it's
God.
Not quite clicking at the moment, is it?
Yeah, it's been a quiet 10 minutes for Norwich City. Reading have had the majority of the ball, it's fair to say. But saying that, Norwich City still look the better side. We still look like the more dominant force in this game. So we're doing well. I think we're doing all right. I'm so far so good. I'm satisfied with this performance, Jack. Are you?
No.
Oh, wow.
Are you satisfied with it?
We conceded a lucky goal, but mate, God, Emmy took his shot well.
I'm not. I don't think Reading fans will be happy with it. I think it's been awfully scrappy so far. But I think sometimes that happens when both teams are willing to attack. I think there'll be a lot more chances, a lot more goals in this game. Certainly not going to end 1-1. I can tell you that for nothing. I don't think. I tell you what, I always say this, don't I? But I think the key component in this Norwich side is Steepman and Pookie, and I don't think they've been fully engaged at the moment.
No,
I think
agree.
once they get clicking and connecting key passes, we'll be away. But until then,
what I would say is, and people might not like this, and Susanna George has taken the words right out of my mouth. We've missed that Mario picking up the ball, flowing forwards, getting his head up, picking the pass. You know, McLean, by the way, has made 2 really good passes so far, but it just seems that midfield has a different identity tonight. And I just want to do a big shout out to Kogan at Kogan L. White, Thomas White on Twitter. He's just got in his TNC setup. He says, "Is that what we want?" Yeah, it is. Thanks very much, Thomas. Really appreciate it.
I'm always a bit stuck in the middle with Mario because, the Mario argument, because I love Mario Vrancic dearly, and I think he's one of the most exciting and most joyful footballers to watch in this division, let alone at this football club. But I also really like Kenny McLean, and I think he's always given a bit of a harsh. I think he's treated harshly because he does a lot of work off the ball that I think goes unnoticed. I just enjoy the type of player that McLean is. I think he's very mobile, and I think that suits this type of game. And the best we've seen Mario Vrancic this season has been off the bench. And I'm just looking at this Reading side, who are very zippy, very buzzy, lots of youthful exuberance going forwards. And I don't know if Mario would necessarily, I'm not saying you wouldn't be able to, because that would be harsh to Mario, but I don't think he'd have the mobility to get about the pitch as we'd need him to. I think
Marcus made the right call.
Minutes in, I think you get 60 minutes in, and then you go, Kenny, thanks for holding the fort. Mario, go and get the juices flowing, sort of thing.
Get the juices flowing. Welcome along to the TNC Watchalong, the home of PC alternative commentary. We absolutely love it. Simon Duart, he's on that wavelength as well. He says Mario Vrancic to explode in the second half. Yeah. I mean, it is going to happen, isn't it? Oh, Max Aarons with a pirouette there.
Mate, he's so good. He's just consistently good.
He's so
good. Look at the ball. Look at the ball. The crossfield pass as well. Phenomenal.
Oh, Jakob Sorensen, our makeshift left back, has just played a delicious ball to the other side of the pitch to Max Aarons, who gets his head out. He's got his man all night long tonight. I think that's Jakob Sorensen that's given the ball away there. Reading on the left wing now, marching forwards. Only one man up. It's easily gone back to Grant Hanley, and it's back into the Mickey McGovern funnel. Underrated game.
The funny thing is with Max Aarons, right? The thing with Max Aarons is he's consistently so good that his standard performance is now someone else's very good performance. He's phenomenal, mate. Honestly, he's so mature as well.
He's gone up. Honestly, he's gone up another level. Like in the Premier League.
Here he goes again. Here he goes.
No, it's Marco now, mate. Marco's got the ball. He's whipping across. Team in Pookie. Oh, he's hit the bar. He's hit the bar.
No, I think it's a save.
He's so unlucky. I think the keeper might have got a finger to it. Let's watch that back now. First of all,
he saved this as well. He needs drug testing.
It's a brilliant ball from Christoph Zimmerman into, I think that's Max Aarons. He's played it out wide to Marcus Stephen. Little dink, team in Pookie. The goalkeeper saved it. It's a brilliant save.
This keeper's phenomenal.
No, he's not. That will not last all game. That will not last all game.
Oh, here we go again. Whipped into the box. Hanley. Oh.
Nah.
I really, really, really want a Hanley goal.
I really, really, really want to win at all costs, and it's going to happen. Norwich City, we look so dangerous, and the Reading goalkeeper can't keep that up all night, mate. It's impossible. David Berman agrees. By the way, what a profile picture! Wow, maybe a special one for Halloween. David says Max Aarons is a class act. Yeah,
certainly is.
It is. Theo says, when's that goal coming? I'm going to call it. It's going to come in the 40th minute for Norwich City Football Club.
I'm always excited when Pookie's just in the game. You know what I mean? When he's getting a few shots off.
Yeah.
I think he's already had 4 shots on target this game.
He's a man in form. Reading can't afford to keep giving him chances, to be honest with you. They can't. Because he will take one sooner or later. He's the best striker in the league by a country mile.
Yeah, I mean it's law of averages stuff, isn't it? And all the good work has come from the right hand side through Max Aarons or Stiepermann getting the ball into Pookie. Their keeper is pulling off some fine saves, and I wonder if that hot streak will continue. Keep plugging away, and I think it will come. Brilliant touch, Oliver Skip.
That's poor. He's giving the ball away there. I was just going to say there, Jack.
Should we get a time sync more for me?
What do you want me to do? Refresh?
No. What?
I'm 37 minutes and 37 seconds.
Okay. I'm a 3 seconds behind now. I'm catching up.
That's all right. You're catching up. Yeah, I was just going to say, Jack, that right-hand side, Norwich City is seeing a lot of joy there so far in this first half as Reading shithouse a free kick. Max Aarons has got his man like he's got him all day long. Like he's taken him. He's not afraid to take one or two on. He's playing some lovely triangles as well with the midfield pack. It's great. And we're seeing a lot of joy down that side. Marco Steegman's starting to drift in there now to get crosses into Timu Pukki. It's a case of when Norwich score. It's a case of when Norwich score. It really is. John Sharat says, literally waiting for Chris to get his hat on. Well, John, look, I'm sorry, but that's the art of the TNC watch along, my friend. That's why it's worth it. When Norwich City score, the hat comes on. Mr. Radio Floyd says, come on, you yellows, welcome along to the watch along. Always appreciate your support. James R says, Farke is a sensational manager. Jack, Daniel Farke, last few games, he's been brilliant, isn't he? Like the teams he's put out, the subs that he's made, everything has been really good from Daniel Farke, right?
Yeah, I think, look, and he was under pressure the first 5 games of this season. I think, football fans have short memories, and he was under pressure. And I know you've been talking a lot about it the last day or so, Chris, but the situation at West Brom at the moment with Slaven Bilic, who's been sacked for Sam Allardyce. And look, Sam Allardyce might keep West Brom up, but that constant regurgitation of, sacking off a style for another style, and then that gets you so far, and then you've got to sack that off. Like the thing that we've got at Norwich City that you should value above anything else, like literally anything else, is an identity and a culture. And once you've got that, it's less about the players. And like if we sell Max, it's not as much of a big deal because we've got a system. And that's why over the years we've been able to sell Maddison and improve, and we've been able to sell Ben Godfrey and still look as good, because it's about a system. And I think that's really important. I think that if anything, Farke's not going to be here forever, but that will be the memory of this era, is a clear path for youth players and a clear identity and a style and a swagger about Norwich City as we come forwards through Timu Pukki. He's offside. But like just some of the football that we even this season, you watch Norwich at points and you go, no one's beating us. Like literally no one. Because even when we're not playing well, and I'd argue that we haven't been great in this game, we still look the more dangerous side, because you've got a striker in Timu Pukki who will score you 20 goals a season plus at this level. Like the points that we've looked the worst this season are when we didn't have Pukki. Like the importance he has on this squad with his movement, with his finishing, like just a phenomenal goal scorer. And I'm so glad he got to that 50 goals, because 50 goals in 100 games, and a lot of them games came in the Premier League when he was literally just chasing shadows because we were so poor. Mate, it's phenomenal. Like I could talk all day about Timu. He's one of my most, like, I obviously grew up watching like Mackenzie and Huckabee and Ashton and them kind of players, and they're the players you fall in love with, aren't they? Because the first players you watch are the ones you adore. But Pukki, I get just so much enjoyment out of him. I really do.
No, and it's interesting that it's a brilliant segue there, Jack. Actually, I brought this up in the week. I tweeted out my all-time Norwich City XI, because I just think, when we get promoted this season, I really think that Tim Krul, Emmy Buendia, Max Aarons if he stays, and Timu Pukki, they're Norwich City legends. And that's really exciting, because when you can definitively say legends, that's big. And, I always talk about, and you're right, Jack, you always fall in love with the team that you watch growing up. So I was, Robert Green, Malky Mackay, Craig Fleming, Adam Jury, that amazing spine, Ewan Roberts up top. And so Nigel Worthington for me in that era was brilliant. And there's so many legends in that team. But I genuinely think we are seeing the rebirth of legends. We really are, mate. We really are. Coming
forwards here. Again, it's another deflected shot that goes wide. Thanks to Archie again with the super chats, mate. Look, honestly, don't keep spending your money, pal. We really appreciate it. I think in January we need to sign Sami Khedira and Melvin Bard. Bard is a 20-year-old left back who is quick and has a good potential. I'll be honest, I've never heard of Melvin Bard. I will bet you all the money I've got that we don't sign Sami Khedira though. Like, he just doesn't fit. He doesn't fit. Also, big thanks to Ryan Thompson for the 199 super chat. Chances of a 2-1 Norwich again. I wouldn't bet against it, Ryan. This game has flattened out. I think it's settled a little bit the last 10 minutes or so. Just both teams starting to work each other out a little bit.
Yeah, I think so.
Contested in the middle of the park.
Yeah, I think so. Both teams are working each other out. That's a fair analysis. That is a fair analysis, to be fair. Yeah, it's died down a bit. I think, to be fair to Reading, I think the last 10 minutes they've put up with us. They've kind of worked out what we're trying to do. But what I would say is, when we've had Marco Steedman on the ball, he's playing. Oh, that's a shit pass from Grant Hanley.
Hanley's been all over the place, hasn't he?
He's been off the boil. He's been off the boil tonight. Yeah, by the way, brilliant tackle there from Emmy. Buendia brings the ball forwards. He's trying to win a foul, and he's giving it away. Oh, no, he's not. He's won the foul. Brilliant. I forgot what I was saying there, to be honest with you. I think, and I think James was summarising what I said, really. Our midfield looks lost. And I would agree. I think when that midfield's got the ball and we're playing those quick through balls through to Teemu Pukki, of course, we look incredibly dangerous. But to be fair to Tin Pot FC, they are putting up with that so far. They're putting in some good challenges and they're coping so far. But we know what happens in the second half.
One thing I would say, and I don't think it's maybe not as much applied to Norwich this season, but I've been watching the City View videos that Norwich have been putting out. I've really enjoyed them. And my takeaway from all of them, and I know we've got a few fans back in tonight, there have been in the past, but it just feels without fans, there's a real lack of intensity. Like, it almost feels like a training game. And I think if I was a player in that atmosphere, I think naturally you would be less kind of, not so much less up for it because they know the importance, but when you've got 26,000 fans screaming at you, you're going to be more on it. And I just think that shows slightly in games.
But at the same time, there is less pressure on, and there's pressure on. Tell you what, there's always pressure on one man to show up on the TNT Watchalong. Big Bad Barry is in the house.
We've been missing him. And
he's got his big pike out again. He says, "I'm here, lol, Barry. We love you, mate. Welcome along to the TNT Watchalong. As always, always appreciate your support. Big up to Big Bad Barry. Absolutely love this." Simon Dane, great comment. He says, "Hannah's balls." And by the way, it's an unbelievable picture from you, Jack. Read that profile picture. Talk me through.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll give Simon a positive and a negative. Okay.
Hang on, Jack, pause a minute. It's now half time, everyone, by the way.
Sorry.
We're not talking nonsense for no reason. Well, we talk nonsense all the time, but it's now half time. Back to Simon's picture.
Right, okay. Positive and a negative. The cow is unbelievable. Like, it's clearly been, kept well.
Yeah.
What isn't unbelievable is the absolute state of that tie. Simon, look at yourself in the mirror and learn how to do a tie. Because look, I don't know if that's your son or your business partner or your,
partner. Business partner. The son's got a better tie, though, isn't he? To be fair.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Look to your youngers for advice, because yours is all over the shop, and your young pal there, he's absolutely nailed it. So come on, Simon. I mean, the cow's well turned out. Let's get you well turned out, my friend. Anyway, it's half time, and a lot of people have been asking, Jack, when's the toilet trip coming? And I've withstood 45 minutes of Championship football.
Wow.
But the bladder can take no longer. So I'm going to go to the toilet. I'm going to pick myself up another bottle of Lakens from the fridge, and I'll be back very shortly. Chris, take it away.
Right, everyone, get in your one-word reviews of the first half, and I will show as many of them as possible. One word to summarise that first half performance. I will say, all right. I'll say all right. I think that Norwich City have have moved the ball well in spells, but not enough. I think that Reading have kind of worked out our plan in the first half. They, of course, by the way, they get an extremely lucky goal. So I'm still super confident. Anyway, loads of your one-word reviews now coming on screen. So let's go through them as much as possible. Daniel Maids is reminding us, one football. Jack will get that on in a minute, don't you worry. Cam says scrappy. Shane says puzzled. James R says building. Archie says boring. Yeah, it was a little bit boring. Ollie Baines, sluggish. Yeah, Ollie, I think that's a really good point. I think we have looked a little bit sluggish, actually. And I think that could be potentially to the slight change of personnel. I don't know. But to be fair, Kenny McLean's fed a couple of brilliant through balls through. Harry says, all right. Daniel says crap. Edward says average. Sid says average. Joe says meh. And look, I think, and there you go. Norwich summarizes it really nicely on YouTube. He just says unlucky. And I think that's a really good point. Like, we've been so unlucky with Reading's goal. Like, apart from that, they haven't had a clear-cut chance. I'm looking at the stats now. Norwich City have actually only slightly done better with Reading in terms of the statistics. Less interceptions. We've won 100% of our tackles, which is great news. I think for me, though, a key area to improve on is the passing, actually, which I'm very surprised at that I'm criticising that. I think that Grant Hanley and Ollie Skip, as analysed by our audience, have been slightly off the boil, to be honest with you. They've made a couple of misplaced passes. What I would say, though, which I always say is, and arguably that's not Grant's job, so he does need to do better, but Ollie Skip is clearly being told to grab the ball and get it forwards to team as fast and as quick and keep up that tempo as much as possible. So, I'm not going to slag the boys off. Reading got lucky. We scored a brilliant goal, of course, fairly fortuitous because it was passed to us. So it's poor defending from Reading. But I look at them going forwards. I look at their midfield. I look at their defence. Obviously, what caused our goal. And they have got so many mistakes in them. Norwich City need to beat this Reading team tonight. I don't want a draw tonight, and I don't want anyone in the comment section to accept the draw either, because deep down that this Norwich City team can get the 3 points. Jack's back. Over to you.
Yeah, thanks, mate. And I'm back, and I will plug One Football because they're wonderful. And as I was going to the toilet, I was checking the other results. Middlesbrough winning, Cardiff winning, who are looking for top 6 places this season. So a big thank you to One Football who are on board with the Watchalongs, as are a lot of brilliant companies. So thanks to One Football. You can download the app in the description below, and we will be forever thankful. But let's get back to this game. It's Reading 1, Norwich City 1. Norwich City bossing the possession stats, 6 shots to 4, 5 shots on target in the first half of football. It shows how good their goalkeeper has been, Chris. I think I was listening to what you were saying there, and I agree with. I don't think the midfield have completely.
Emmy's played well though.
Yeah,
obviously.
I think Pookie's had the chances. I think our goal was slightly fortuitous. So was theirs. If I was Daniel Farker at this point, I'd be like, let's just act like it's 0-0 and let's just go again, because you can't really draw too many comparisons from that.
What I'm really interested in, and people have already started to get their comments in on this, let us know what you would do first. If you're Daniel Farker going into this second half, do you make a sub now? Are you waiting until the 55th, 60th, 70th minute before you make your change? I really want to go through what people are thinking, because a lot of people are commenting they want Todd, and they want Todd now. A lot of people want Josh Martin off, and I'm not sure I completely agree with that, actually. I think Josh Martin has still carried the ball well enough. He has been smothered by the Reading players. But look, for me, I'm not sure I would take Josh off yet, but it goes without saying that, of course, I want Todd Cantwell to come on as soon as possible.
Yeah, I think with substitutions, you've got 2 things to take into consideration. Great to see you all the way from Finland, Mattia. For a substitution to work, right, you need to take a player off who isn't performing to replace them with a player who you think will add more value. And I look at the team tonight, and I don't think there's been anyone who I've been too disappointed with. But when you have got the quality of the likes of Vrancic and Cantwell on the bench, there comes a point where you have to sacrifice someone. And I think Cantwell will make an appearance this evening. And the games he's played so far this season, he's made an impact. The quality is evident with Todd. And he's desperate to prove his worth. So I wouldn't be too rash with the changes. I think this game is evenly poised, but we've certainly got the better of it. I mean, if you've got 5 shots on target in 45 minutes of football, you're doing something right. And good chances as well, not pop shots.
And we're looking at the statistics here. More possession. We've had more shots, and Reading have only had 1 shot on target, but that it wasn't. Yeah, it was a lucky deflection. So I still think this game is poised for Norwich City 3 points. I'm absolutely adamant of that. And as I've said before this game, God, I want to win this. God, I want to win.
To be fair to Reading, though, I was when they put that when they put that. Oh, what's going on there?
Wait.
I thought you'd blown your fuse then.
I've got a new gadget, Jack. Sorry to put you
I
off.
can't remember what I was saying. What is that?
The light bulb's buggered.
Yeah. Is it still bust?
Mrs. isn't sorting it, right? I'm really in trouble. So I've gone and invested in a new lamp, and it's quite something. It's got this little gadget on it that turns it up and down, on and off. Look, hang on, let's give you a little...
So is that like the switch?
So I can turn it down or turn it up. Nice. Quite something. Anyway.
So what's the gadget about that? Because that just sounds like a dimmer lamp to me.
It is, but it's magnetic, and it's cool. Just all right, for fuck's sake.
No, I'm impressed. But I think ever since electricity's been there, we've had the ability to put lights on.
Can I just let's respond to this guy, because he's been commenting it all night long. James says, "You guys are scared of Olise." Who is Olise?
He plays for Elise, plays for Reading.
Who?
He scored.
Oh, did he? Well, no, he didn't score. It was an own goal, Jack.
Oh, no, it came off their player.
Did it?
Yeah. Okay. No, it was Elise's goal. Look, I was going to mention Elise. I think, to be fair to Reading, and they're obviously where they are in the division for a reason, going forwards, they have got something about them. There's been so many teams this season where you've just looked at and you've gone, these are really poor. I'm just giving them a bit of credit.
No, you are rimming Reading, and I'm tired of it. They are lucky to be in the position they're in, Jack, and you know it. They're tin pot, mate. We've got to beat these tonight. I'm not having it. Seb Adams, he's attentive, more attentive than us. He says Todd is not out warming up.
Well, I would know, Seb, if it wasn't for iFollow showing Carabao adverts. We've got to make our money. At least advertise a good quality drink.
Oh, dear. Oh, James says, exactly, Chris. It was a handball deflection. Was it really? Interesting. I didn't know it was handball. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're wrong. Interesting.
For that,
Hohan Heavens says, get a Motoy on. Jack, do you want to see the youngster come on tonight?
No, because I think we're in a position now where we've got senior players on the bench. There's nothing against Amatoy, but when you've got I think if Amatoy came on as opposed to Hugill, if I was Hugill, I'd be pretty pissed. So no, I don't think so.
By the way, but look, this game is good for Hugill. This game is good for Hugill, definitely.
Do you think?
Yeah, I think this is set for Hugill, mate.
What, Hugill and Pookie, or just Hugill on his own?
Both of them. He will batter them about tonight, 100%.
Okay.
I love Hugill. Everyone knows that. I'm a massive Jordan Hugill fan. I think he's absolutely class.
A big thank you to everyone who's watching this evening. 700 of you tuned in. We are drinking Lakens tonight. We've got... I've had my legacy, which is lovely, and Norwich City are leaving a legacy with this team, and an affinity, and they're yellow and green. So if nothing else, even if you don't like beer, they're yellow and green. And we've got 20% off. They're a local company. They're a Yarmouth institution. So if you're over 18 and you want some beers for Christmas, get your orders in before tomorrow, and they'll be guaranteed for Christmas. So we really appreciate it. And if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe because you get more of this fantastic insight. Chris, like one sentence, a summary of the first half.
Not quite at it.
That was very concise. Well done.
Yeah, I just think. By the way, Michael McGrory, hi from Australia. If that's true, hi from Australia. Big cheers to you.
Hey, Michael.
Yeah, I just, as I said, I just think that midfield has looked different tonight, and I thought that Kenny coming in. Not, by the way, I'm a massive Kenny McLean fan. I thought he would potentially be the one that would be getting up to speed, but actually tonight it's been Ollie Skip. Defensively, he's great as always, full of energy, not afraid to put a tackle in. But it's just been the passing tonight, not just from Ollie Skip, but the midfield in general. Emmy Buendia has been great for the majority of that first half. But actually, as we've already spoken about, the main joy that we've seen has been Max Aarons down that right-hand side, Jack. He's been very...
Yeah, definitely. And look, as Archie mentioned earlier and a few others in the comments, the pattern of Norwich City games in recent weeks has been Norwich City taking the lead, losing the lead, and then regaining the lead and winning the game 2-1. So if we're going off historical data, we're very much on par.
I really like this from Ben Trafford on YouTube. He says, Dowell for Steedman later. I think that sounds like a really, really smart substitution. And by the way, Ben, I'm frothing at the mouth for Dowell. He was my man. I said he was my best signing of the summer, and he was my player of the season as well. Like, I put my head on the line early doors. He's not afraid to take a shot from distance as well, by the way. So Dowell for me, again, with Cantwell, I'm well up for seeing either of those boys on the pitch tonight.
We had a few tweets in the week, and I completely echo. Oh, Cantwell, he's coming on.
Cantwell and Dowell. It's a double substitution here. Bloody hell. Wow.
That's bold.
Wow.
I was about to get into some kind of like soppy kind of speech about how it's so lovely to bring Norwich City fans together. We've got Paul from Shanghai. We've got Matt from Romania. And I just love that we've been able to bring Norwich City fans together and like just a nice cozy hub and a safe place for Norwich fans. I think that's really, really powerful at these times. Noel from Japan. But what we're seeing at the Medeski Stadium in Berkshire right now is that Reading against Norwich, we're making a double sub. And it's not any old double sub. It's Todd Cantwell and Kieran Dowell. Chris, we haven't seen Kieran Dowell since that Luton game where he scored. And look, I almost forgot about him because he's been out for so long, but he was one of the marquee signings of the summer.
Oh, yeah, that's what I've said, mate. I really, really do believe it. And I'm so excited to see a proven Championship player being signed. I know that sounds a bit Brexit and a bit old-fashioned for Norwich City, but I love it. I really love it. I think Dowell is one of those really sensible. He knows what he's doing. And do you know what as well? He actually reminds me a bit of Johnny Howson, dare I say, in terms of the way he moves about the pitch, picks the ball up, drives it forwards, not afraid to take a shot, energetic, great passing, great delivery. So yeah, Kieran Dowell, I'm very excited. And by the way,
that's bold.
Praise Daniel Farke for his tactics, and yet again, people might say, "Oh, well, that's just reactionary fan nonsense." But honestly, I think Daniel Farke he's learned this game isn't going his way, right? He wants Norwich City to assert themselves in the game. He wants these 3 points tonight. He's not waiting. He's being proactive and not reactive, which was what I've criticised him for before. And Daniel Farke, he's made the call early. Todd Cantwell, Dowell, currently stretching, warming, jumping up and down on the sidelines.
They're carrying out almost a yoga session on the sideline. Jonathan, apologies. I'm often wrong. So if you comment on everything I'm wrong on, you'll be commenting all night, mate. Dowell played at Huddersfield away. Well, there we go. He's already got a league win under his belt this season. So he can get another one under his belt
Mr. Sensible, Colin Rogers in the house on YouTube. He says, let's do it. Yeah, I agree. Mattyism says, Fark is our king. I agree.
I love this. This was my reaction. And I love Christopher because he looks like a thoroughly nice human with a beautiful dog. And he's just going, crikey, we're going for it. Christopher, that's my reaction. I'm like, oh my goodness, we're seeing Kieran Dowell and Todd Cantwell. I love it, Christopher.
And do you know what I love? The fact that Dowell will really want to put his flag in the sand tonight and say, I'm here and I'm here for the team and you've signed me for a reason. So I'm really excited to see Kieran Dowell on that pitch. But
Blackburn losing.
He will have so much motivation to go out on the pitch tonight and do well for the boys, as they all will, to be fair. This Norwich City team aren't short of confidence and they're not going to surrender to anyone in this league.
We're into the second half. A quick timestamp. I am on 45:37, which probably means
we're in time.
We're in sync.
We're in sync, baby. Let's go. Second half underway.
I'll tell you what I love about Todd Cantwell.
No, wait. Kieran Dowell's first touch is literally orgasmic. He flipped through on the wing to Emmy Buendia. Goodness gracious. Talk about an entrance to that second half. Jack, back to you.
No, I agree, my friend. I think... No, it was wonderful. The thing I was going to say about Cantwell, and he kind of reminds me of Jack Grealish in terms of he's just willing to float anywhere on the pitch to get the ball. And I love that. He's just here. He's there. He's got better hair than Jack Grealish. He drives a car better than Jack Grealish. He scores goals better than Jack Grealish. He is just an elite Jack Grealish.
Hang on. Bloody, he's just done the same thing again.
Mate, he's on one. He's had his Lakens tonight.
Kieran Dowell on the Lakens, first two touches. From the first 45 seconds, from the first minute and 45 of this second half, I know we're going to score at least 3 goals in this second half. What?
Yeah, honestly, it's coming. An onslaught, a Norwich City onslaught. Strap yourselves in because it's coming.
Are you being serious, mate?
Yes. Mate, have you seen the way we're knocking the ball about? Like Farker's got the hairdryer out and he's throwing it at people. And look at it. Look at it.
Oh, what a ball through to Max Aarons on the right. He gets a cross in. He's risen. Oh, no, it's not gone anywhere. No, on a very, very serious note, Kieran Dowell's come on and he looks like a prime Bino. I've not seen a substitute start that well for Norwich City in a long time. Rob Scagnell. Let's get that up on screen. TNC. Anytime Chris says, goodness gracious me, or Jack says, what I would say is take a drink, guaranteed to be the drunkest you've ever been, quicker than Jack's next toilet break. Rob, I love that banter, mate. Welcome along to the watch along. Feel free to join in the TNC drinking game. What did I get slammed off for in the last watch along? I was saying too much. I can't remember, but why not? Why not?
Oh, no. Jen always says whenever she watches, she'll wait after, we have a little debrief and then I go through and see Jen and just, pacify the girlfriend for a short time. She always goes, Jack, Chris always says, I'll tell you what, a lot. I'll tell you what.
I do that.
Yeah.
I do that. Okay, yeah. Right. I'll tell you what, Jack, we've started this second half so well.
We have. Reading are penned in here.
Yeah, they are, which is where we want them. Penned in, ready to take. Ashley Snelling, big Kieran Dowell on the Lakens. You know he is, Ashley. He's been on the old halftime legacies, I reckon.
NCFC Sam, Jack's bladder has got all the resistance of a bowling ball against a poppadom.
Oh, hang on. Where is that? NCFC Sam. Comment of the night by a country mile. Fantastic work from you. Love that. Absolutely love that. Yeah, Colin.
Here we go. Oh, here we go. Oh, no, we're not.
Says that Lakens beer must be good. Yeah, it is. I'm feeling quite lively already. By the way, I'm buzzing,
and we mention it every watch along. As Reading come forward, we'll ignore this and we'll talk about happy things. Hanley. That's why we love him. That's why we love him. Class from Hanley. The TNC pub crawl is going to be like something you've never attended before. It's going to be lovely.
Mate, I cannot wait for that. We'll do that when it's full capacity. Capacity.
When do you think it will be?
I don't know, mate, but I just really want this TNC pre-match pub. I reckon.
I really hope it's at the end of the season. I don't think it will be.
Let's not do a pub crawl. Let's hire out a pub. Let's hire out a pub and just say you're not letting your customers in tonight because the TNC community are in town. The 648 people. You know, I reckon at least 20% of the people watching now would be up for a pint with me and you before the game, mate.
Yeah. And like, look, if there's people, say, in Ireland, right, who want to get involved and your flight's no more than 30 quid, I'll pay for it.
There you go, people. You've heard it.
If you're in Acle and you need to get the X1, I'll pay you £2.20 return. Like, we need to get people involved.
Jesus Christ alive. Absolutely love to see it. I think I've possibly got a Dorito in my eye.
Oh, brilliant. I tell you what, I get really happy watching this Norwich City team play like they are at the moment. 50 minutes and 52 seconds. Welcome to everyone joining this evening. Probably not the last plug. We're drinking Laken's tonight. It's the finest beer in the whole of Norfolk. It's Yarmouth brewed. You know how much I love Yarmouth. I hold the place so dearly and close to my heart. They're doing 20% off beers for TNC viewers at the moment. The link is in the description. If you order by tomorrow, it's guaranteed to arrive by Christmas. John Sherritt, we love you. We love you all. We genuinely love you all.
Oh, yeah, mate,
are you crying or are you Doritoing?
Mate, I'm just thinking about those two first touches from Kieran Dowell. It's just made me emotional, to be honest with you.
City, Jack clearly needs to brush up on his first bus price list. £2.20 return in 2010. I'm sure I used to pay £2.20 return from Yarmouth to Norwich.
By the way, Sid T's TNC meme this week on Twitter was quite something. Very, very important. Yeah. Christopher Rayner, God, I love comments like this from you and your dog. Reading looks scared now. Yeah, they do. They really do.
They look petrified. They look absolutely petrified. Hong Dongji, any word on Lake and shipment to US? I think if you get in touch with the good people, I'm sure they'll ship to the US.
Yeah, they'll sort me out.
Will Jack pay for my flight from the USA?
Yeah.
Look, Aldrids aren't paying that much. I wish I could, but I couldn't.
Oh, we love that. By the way, it's so good to see so many regular TNC fans in the chat. We love all of you. You honestly helped me and Jack so much. Max Aarons has taken one. He's taken two. He's on the box. He's passed it out. Jakob Sorensen, left peg, twists, turns. He's found Kieran Dowell. He's tried to feed the ball through. Has fallen to a Reading player.
I've got a question for you, Chris, or maybe the viewers.
Yeah.
What are we calling Jakob? Is it Jakob or Lungi?
I'm calling him Jakob.
Because I see people referring him to Lungi, and I thought that was his middle name. But is that like a Scandinavian thing?
It's a bit hipster, isn't it? It's all the hipster fans are calling him Lungi.
Yeah.
It's Jakob. But, you know, when I'm feeling particularly British, I think I'll go with Jacob.
It's
all
God,
endearing. It's all endearing at the end of the day, isn't it? All endearing. We absolutely love it. David Berman. By the way, I think David Berman is the man with the best cocktail. He's changed his profile picture. He says Aarons should have shot. Yeah, I agree. I think there is an element of trying to force a save now and pulling the trigger. And look, we'll carve out a chance soon as Todd Cantwell there sprays the ball. Oh my God, Max Aarons, he's got loads of space. Oh, he's taken one. It's a pen. Surely it's a pen. Is it a pen? Has he won it? Has the ref blowed for it? I think it's a pen. Is it a pen?
Yeah, it's a pen. It's a pen.
Get in there.
Max Aarons.
I followed a shocker there. That is a blatant penalty. Max Aarons there. Quick feet. Turns. Takes his player.
Unbelievable. Sorry. I know Auntie Kay's watching and she doesn't like me swearing, but that's fucking brilliant.
Right. Come on, the boys.
Max Aarons is like Barcelona should have just chucked cash at him. And
Come on, boys. Come on, boys.
Oh, I tell you what. I don't think he made contact there.
Oh, shut up.
No, honestly.
Don't you dare. Sit down. Shut up. Right,
Timu.
Do
it for the people. Come on.
Come on, Timu, with the penalty. Get in there. Come on.
Come on.
I love Timu Pukki. Okay,
Get in
love
there!
him.
Get in there! God, Timu Pukki, baby! Timu Pukki! Whoa!
So much.
Get in there! And you know what time it is? It's hat time.
Oh, brilliant. Timu Pukki, Max Aaron's wonderful run goes down. I must admit, watch it back. We won't say it too loudly. I don't think the Reading player makes contact with Max Aaron's. But anyway, he wins the penalty. Timu Pukki steps up. And when there's Timu Pukki in town, it equals results. Here we go.
Timu Pukki, 2-1 to Norwich City. Tin Pot FC on the back foot where they belong. Get in there, the boys. That's superb. Max Aaron's there deserves all the plaudits. It must be said. Oh my God, goodness gracious me. Callum Ford, great point. Dorito plate on the hat. Your wish is my command, mate.
Oh, no.
Whoa. Oh.
Is there sauce in there?
Yeah, there's a lot in it. Hang on, I'm going to have to... Oh, no, it's not working.
Please don't screw this up.
Hang on. Oh, God, hang on.
Becky, if you're watching, I'm not paying for the carpet.
Get in there. Norwich City 2, Reading 1. The Nando's plate is on my head. The German sausage seller cap is back on, and we are in business. Paul is getting smashed on the Lakens. Join the club, my friend. It's a midweek, and we don't care. The Lakens is flowing. It's flowing, just like Norwich City's attacking play.
Toby, the GOAT is at it again. Toby, the GOAT has always been at it. And look, I told you, right? And Chris laughed. We're scoring 3 goals in this half. Norwich City look on it. Reading look scared. Reading look penned in. And you've given £3, and I assume that means £1 for every goal. Toby, thank you so much. The hat will return very soon. Welcome to all 715 of you. You are tuned in to the Talk Norwich City watch-along of Reading against Norwich. Reading are finding themselves behind to this fine Norwich City team who return back to the Championship summit. Chris, how are you, mate? You well? You feeling good?
Oh, Jack, sorry, mate. Hang on, Jack. Sorry, mate. I've got an incoming phone call.
Okay.
Hello? Hang on. I'll let you know who it's from. Hang on. Is that the Premier League on the phone? Hello. Yeah, is that the Premier League? Yeah. We're going up. See you there. Get in there, the boys. God, it tastes good.
Oh, that's class from me. That's the best thing. I was like, oh my God, something has happened. And then the Premier League on the phone. Eric 97 loving it. On the ball city, buy some more beers with this, Jack, Chris and Jack. Eric, love you, my friends. Love you. Oh, that's brilliant.
Oh, it's so brilliant. Sweet. God, it tastes sweet. God, we're good. We are so goddamn good.
We've got insight from Amy, our good friend at Lakens. We can ship to the USA.
USA. Good evening to Lakens. Thank you to all of you. Oh, Jesus. The comment section is flying.
How did you do that, by the way?
James R says, amazing, Chris. Love that shit. David Berman, the man with the best cocktails, says, pissing myself laughing. Paul's on the sofa laughing as well. We love it. And do you know what I love? The Premier League on the phone. Norwich City 2, Reading 1. Absolutely love it.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Really good from you.
Yeah, no.
Really good from you.
I'm in solid form. I really am. When this hat is on my head, nothing can beat me. Life's amazing. I'm not even thinking about COVID when this hat's on my head, mate.
Hang on, mate. Hang on. This is strange. I've got a call coming in.
Have you got a call? Who's it from?
Hello.
Who's it from?
Hi. Yeah. No, I'll be at the port in 10 minutes. Yeah. HMS Pistol League on the
phone. Oh, we love it. Zachary Ramsey. E-I-E-I-E-I-O. Up the Football League we go. When we win the title, this is what we'll sing. We are Norwich, Super Norwich. Farker is our king. Absolutely love it. The comment section is popping off.
See, there you go. Love the USA talk. USA. Watching from Seattle, Washington. At work, Diego, mate. Don't get caught. Don't get caught watching us unless your work is watching us. And then in that case, you're flying. Norwich City winning 2-1 here. Goals from Timu Pukki and Emmy Buendia. How common does that sound? We've said that so many times this season. Yellow. This is what I live for. Yellow. It's what we all live for, mate. It is what we all live for. Oakley loves the streams. Oakley, we love you, my friend. Thank you so much for tuning in. Colin Rogers, who always speaks sense here on the TNC Watchalong. Dowell to score in the 80th minute. Houlihan, let's go. Look, did you see, Chris, did you see what the Cambridge United programme had last night?
No. What did they have?
They had Timu Pukki's face. Timu Pukki. Wes Houlihan's face photoshopped onto baby Jesus.
Did they actually?
Yeah.
Someone send us we've got to see a picture of that. Tweet that to us.
Hoffer, this doesn't, you can't say you're watching from work. You own your company. You're just skiving.
Absolutely love it. Stephen Mills has just dropped us a tweet saying, I'm just waiting to see which one starts slurring your words first. My money's on Chris Reaver. Look, when the Lakens is flowing, the boys are playing their A game. When Max Aarons is dancing around their players, I just want more and more Lakens. I'm not even thinking about the fact that it's midweek. And why the hell not? 2020, you've got to treat yourself.
Yeah, I think it's look, and I must say, if you're under 18 or don't drink, please don't feel pressured to drink.
Yeah, don't drink.
I would say the high of a Lakens buzz is similar to that of Timu Pukki scoring. So you're not missing out on anything. Like Timu Pukki scoring is the ultimate high in life, which is absolutely brilliant. Chris, this second half has been so much better, mate.
Yeah, so much better. We knew it, Jack. We called it. People said that I was being cocky. I was being complacent. We know what this Norwich team does. We know when they come into play. We know when they get going. We know that when they get up through the gears, there is no stopping them. And do you know what's exciting, Jack? We've got Kieran Dowell back on the pitch. We've got Max Aarons playing at Barcelona levels at Norwich City Football Club. And by the way, we've got the best midfielder in the league in Emmy Buendia, who's just casually just on the pitch for Norwich City Football Club right now. I'm so goddamn happy. And I love watching Norwich like this because even when we get a slice of bad luck, we look unstoppable. And by the way, I'm going to say this now. I've had a couple of Lakens. All the Reading fans piping up in the comments. Where are you now, boys? Tin Pot FC. No noise from the Tin Pot boys. Norwich City 2, Reading 1. Brilliant.
I would also add, I don't dislike Reading as much as Chris, but the pitch does look horrendous. Like I was questioning whether that was a valid call, but having seen it up close and personal.
Andrew, big up Andrew Walker on Twitter, who's tweeted us that Cambridge picture. Goodness gracious me, that's raunchy from Cambridge. Fair play. Hey, the programme sales went up that week.
That's Wes for you, isn't it? That is Wes for you. Yeah, I love this from David. Suddenly we've got more depth to our squad. David, look, we were winning games with the youth. Now we're winning games and we've got players like Cantwell and Dowell on the bench. And you just, look, I'm fearful for other teams because, you know, in golf, like you have a handicap to level the playing field. There should be like an Emmy Buendia handicap because...
Yeah, it's like a cheat code in the championship, isn't it? Speaking of cheat codes, Tom Howard's in the house. Woke up this morning feeling fine. I've got Lakens on my mind. Farker's taking us up. Like
Tom, if that's you in your profile picture,
fair
that's
play.
An exceptional technique upon that racehorse. That looks... Is that Newmarket Gallops? That looks like Newmarket Gallops.
That's splendid stuff.
Brilliant.
Wow.
We've done Rate Your Fish. We've done... What else have we rated? We did Rate Your Girlfriend, didn't we? 1 week. Let's do rate your racehorses. If anyone's got a racehorse they want to show off, get involved.
Christ alive, it's popping off. The comment section is going crazy. 777 Neely, big up to you, my friend. Big thumbs up to you too. Welcome to the TNC watch along. 727 of you have joined us now. Don't forget, if you're watching, please subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on social media, tweet your TNC setup, give us a bit of support because we really appreciate it. And we are going to entertain you until Norwich City are back to full capacity. So let's stick together. We're stronger together. Like Emmy Buendia is always stronger when he's feeding Timu Pukki those through balls to go and score. Ashley Bootle.
Yeah, I said it last watch along. Watford is the breakaway. Completely agree, Ashley. We've got the next 4 games are important. I agree. I think that Watford game is big.
And honestly, since Ashley said this in the last watch along, I've been telling it to everyone. This man speak. By the way, Reading have got a free kick now in quite an ominous position. I've said, Ashley's right. He speaks a lot of sense, and I agree. If we stay unbeaten until then, and then we beat Watford, that is a big moment. And for me, that's when the Premier Leaguers are actually on the phone.
Yeah. Well, that's when you're missing calls from the Premier League, and because you've got the audacity to do so. Ashley Snelling, thanks so much for the £1 super chat. Reading whipping the ball, slab head Hanley cleared away. Max Aarons is so good at football.
Ashley's a top man, by the way. Absolute top man. Really appreciate your support, mate. Really appreciate it.
Really appreciate it, buddy. Top man.
Bevan Bedford, City's going up and the scum are staying down. Love that.
Brilliant.
Love that. I can't wait to be chanting that again, by the way. I cannot wait to be chanting in the stands again. As much as I love these watch-alongs, I really want to be bellowing out a big one to the away fans with you, Jack. I really do. I mean, to be fair, if it was against Reading, then none of their fans would have turned up because they haven't got any. But yeah, you can live in hope.
No, I agree. I would also love to be bellowing out a big one with you, Chris, for sure.
There's nothing wrong with bellowing out a big one, is there?
No, I don't think so.
Good.
Tony, here's your shout out, mate. There you go. Hello. Good to see you, Tony. Tete's on for Kenny McLean. Archie Middleton is basically Archie watches the game and tells us what's happening, and we just chat nonsense in between. So thanks, Archie. We really appreciate it, mate. Time check for Tracy, 67:21.
Yeah, I'm in.
67. Skip it to the 67th minute. It'll be there or thereabouts.
Yeah. We're on time. We're so on time at the moment. Jason says Norwich going up. Absolutely love that. John also says massive.
This looks dangerous. Toddy. Go on, Pukki.
Oh!
Go on.
Off the post. Oh, it's Kieran Dowell. It's prime Ronald. It's the Norfolk Ronaldinho. He's got a shot away. It's lucky, and he's just hit the post. Norwich City are in the ascendancy. By the way, Kieran Dowell does exceptionally well to get a shot. He gets lucky. It gets a big deflection. But perhaps, Jack, if it didn't get the deflection, it would be in the back of the net. Norwich City corner kick. And Reading, by the way, Reading are desperate to survive this onslaught from Norwich City Football Club.
Score again, it's game over.
Oh, it's good night and c'est la vie. It really is.
See how Reading have just dipped into their own half. Kieran Dowell, I would have loved to him to have scored there. I'm sure the goal's coming there. I mean, Buendia to whip that's awful.
AJ Ballard says, Chris Jack, sing the Dowell chant. What is the Dowell chant? Oh God! I don't know.
We haven't been in the stadium since Dowell's joined.
Let us know what the Dowell chant is, and we'll give it a good go. Please. Would appreciate that. Matthew Barber is on our wavelength. He says Dowell-dino. By the way, I'm so stealing that. Matthew Barber's clearly on the Lakers with us. Dowell-dino. You know what, people? Oh, Reading are breaking through here. No, we're all right. Hashtag Dowell-dino on Twitter right now. Hashtag Dowell-dino. Okay? Get it going. I'm going to tweet it. Everyone retweet it. Let's get it trending in Norfolk. Let's do it.
Lionel Messi wears Kieran Dowell's pajamas. Look.
Oh, I love it.
We love it. If you're just joining us, welcome along to all 700 of you. We've hit 1,000 of viewers on these for the last few. So let's try and get to 1,000. I've seen a lot of people saying Reading are bricking it. Yeah, they're up against it here. We need that third goal, though. We were so close. Kieran Dowell hitting the post. Pookie's had a few decent chances that the keeper's saved. Reading break here. They've got a man over, and they're going to well recovered from Norwich City. They've still got the ball, though, Reading, and they're going to... That's surely offside. Emmy Buendia chasing back. Chris, I'd watch the game if I was you, Reading, for a corner.
Where are I, mate? I'm too busy hashtagging Dowaldinho.
Is there such a thing as trending in Norfolk? Can you track that?
Yeah, of course you can, mate.
How?
Come on. We're sponsored by Reeve Social Media. Get to know, bro.
True, actually. Where's your logo? There. Dowell, sorry. I've got Dowell on the mind. Reading with the corner ball. We need to defend these well, and it's going to be met by a well-out Toddy Campbell.
By the way, people, I've just tweeted Dowaldinho. Get your retweets in and hashtag it yourself as well. Let's get it going. Dowaldinho. Love the support. Love the watch along. And here we go. Danny, Ronaldinho uses Dowell's passport. I could not agree more. Do you know what? A man I love to see on my screen on a Wednesday night is Mickey McGovern. God, he gets me going.
He's a good bloke, isn't he? I think Mickey McGovern's the type of man you want to share a pint with in a nice Irish pub.
And he's so on the Guinnesses. He reeks of a Guinness. He stinks of a Guinness. Stinks of a Guinness.
I reckon his kit smells of Guinness.
What is goodness gracious me? Grant Hanley here is
shot for everyone. There's the
goodness gracious me.
Stuart Webber's got his mask. I don't get why you've got to wear a mask when you're like just in a stadium when no one's around you. Anyway, besides the point, Stuart Webber looks gorgeous in his knitted hat.
Yeah, of course he does. Thanks so much for the support. My tweet, 10 retweets so far. We're popping off. Hashtag Dowaldinho. But don't just retweet my tweet. Hashtag it. We need the hashtags. Let's show the power of the TNC community. All right? Hashtag Dowaldinho. So after the game, when he picks up his phone, he can see it trending because he bloody deserves it. And do you know what, Jack? I'm going to call it. Kieran Dowell to score in the 79th minute. That's a gorgeous ball. Dowaldinho's picked up first touch. Is a lovely. Oh, yes. Emmy Buendia's picked up. Dowaldinho, edge of the mix, passes it. It's out to who?
Dowell is filthy, actually.
Kieran Dowell is really genuinely turning me on. Oh, God, he's good. God, he's good. Mate, we've got an absolutely sublime player in our hands here.
Matt Vitesse, Dowaldinho can cure COVID. Wow. We need someone to. And I wouldn't put it past him. As Max Aarons gets it in, it's Marco Stiepermann.
It's so close. Magic Marco. Tim's right. I can smell that goal coming. Tim, this reeks of a goal. It stinks of a goal. I have not smelled a smell so pungent in my life. Norwich City are going to score in the next 5 minutes. Matt, thanks so much for the super chat, by the way. Really appreciate your support. Thank you very much. There's so many people tweeting hashtag Dowaldinho, mate. It's absolutely flying. Love it.
I don't know why I said Marco. Didn't he go off?
Oh, really? Was it not Marco?
Yeah,
Sorry, the old legacy's kicking in now.
It was nearly in. Look, I'm watching it on 480p on an iPad. I can hardly see. Todd Cantwell down the right-hand side. Hey, I know it's Todd.
Did you just say you're watching on an iPad?
Yeah.
Are you really? I never knew that. And all the time doing watch-alongs, you've been watching on an iPad?
Yeah.
Wow. Here we go. Great comment here from J to the W. If we go up, Chris to auction the hat for charity. You know what? I will hold you to that. I'll do it for Big C. I'll sign the front of it and we'll auction it. 100%. Well up for that. Maybe we need it.
I'll start the bidding on that.
What's your first bid for it?
50 quid.
Get your auction bids in early now. Let's see what's the market value of the lucky TNC Watchalong hat. Let us know. There's so many people hashtagging Dowaldinho. We absolutely love to see it.
Chris, we need a third goal. This is the point where we both get a little nervy. Jonah saying 100 quid for the hat.
Wow. Jonah, I would accept that. I'd gladly accept that for the Big C. They'd be very happy for that. Norfolk's local cancer charity, of course, our charity partner of the season down below. Wow.
Leston, gets me going more than my girlfriend. Well, Leston,
I hope she's not watching. Goodness me, you're in the doghouse. If so, oh, goodness me, that's excellent. Goodness me, sorry, drink.
This is turning into a bit of a scrap, isn't it? Oh, goodness.
Yeah, it is.
We need a third goal because I'm getting nervous now. Sean says, Jack and Chris, what are you doing for Christmas? Sean, I'm going to be drinking Lakens and eating lots of turkey.
I'm drinking so much Lakens. I've got Lakens on tap now. This sponsorship has been a lucrative one. And Christmas Day is going to be powered by Lakens. On a serious note, though, at home with the family, turkey. Jack, what's your go-to? Oh, that's brilliant, superb. Oh, Ollie Skip, it's a lovely ball. Dowaldinho, he's taken one. Oh no, he's tried to feed Ollie Skip. Oh, he's won it. No, he's not. Oh, talk me through your Christmas dinner, Jack, from start to finish, please.
What, everything on the plate?
Everything on the plate, Christmas dinner. Talk to me.
Okay, so starters prawn cocktail. And then main is...
Hang on, pause. You stink of a prawn cocktail. You absolutely reek of a PC.
Yeah, I was going to say double P. It's not double P, is it?
Oh, hang on, pause. Sid T.
I can't pause.
Dowaldinho. Oh, goodness. That is absolutely world class from you, Sid T. That's
it again.
That's getting a retweet on the TNC account for that. We respect that creativity. That's unbelievable work from you. Unbelievable.
I really need to go to the toilet, but I feel this game is really evenly poured. Right, Christmas dinner, Yorkshire puddings, pigs in blankets, honey roasted carrots,
honey roasted sprouts.
Yeah, parsnip, mate. Oh, I love parsnip, honestly.
Hang on, you're not honey roasting the parsnips?
Yeah.
Oh, right. I was going to say, wow.
What else? Roast potatoes in goose fat. Yeah. I can't even think. A nice thick red wine gravy.
Yeah. You know what? There's nothing worse than a pissy gravy, is there?
Yeah, mate.
Nice, thick, viscous gravy on your Christmas dinner, don't you?
A pissy gravy is like a Ben Marshall signing. You expect a lot and get little.
Yeah, agreed. Totally agreed.
Well, I can't even think what else is on a Christmas dinner plate.
In other news, I'm about to change my profile picture. Everyone back that as well, by the way.
Stuffing. Oh, Mum, great shout. Collie cheese.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I'm a huge there you go. There's the slur. I'm a huge Collie cheese fan. I really am. Susanna George, great shout. Stuffing.
Yeah, I love stuffing.
It really is. Norwich City on the break.
Come on, Norwich. Just score another goal.
Max Armstrong, good cross. Todd Camo with the header. Oh, close, but no cigar.
I tell you what, this could be a controversial shout. I can't get on board with cranberry sauce. I really dislike cranberry.
I have to say, Colin, you are always on it with your comments, but my friend, that's not good. That's not good news.
I need, mate. I'm gonna have to go to the loo. Getting nervous. Red cabbage.
Yeah, class.
Okay.
Class from Rube Star 123.
Red sauce. Okay. Yeah.
Right, Jack, you go to the toilet. I'll cover you. Okay. Get in your one-word second half reviews now. Let's see them. Get rid of Christmas dinners. Get your second half comments in. And by the way, request for everyone. Get your tweets in after this game. If you enjoyed the watch along, give us a tweet because we really appreciate the support. We really do. The one-word reviews of this second half are flying in. Laurie Ray says orgasmic. Goodness gracious me, that's a hell of a. All Sprouts says all things Norwich. Clearly answering it. James R says succulent. Love it. Norwich says positive. A. Anderson says brutal. Simon Duarte says sharp. And yeah, you know what, Simon? You're right. I love that word from you. We've been so much sharper. We've zipped the ball about the park. We've controlled the game. We've looked the better team. We look in control, as I've already said. Reading bringing on a lot of substitutions now, but they can't unlock the door. Sid T, TNC Watchalong's best profile picture says Dowell-tastic. Don't forget, people, hashtag Dowell-Dino on Twitter as well. Let's make sure we keep that going. Sam Rudman says no clean sheets tonight. Goodness gracious me. That's lively. Jack Day says flexible. Wow. Emily Hayes says winners. Alfredo says moist. Jack Day says flexible. Archie Milton says sexy. Goodness gracious. I tell you what, I bet you people have made the most of the Lakens 20% off voucher code. And you can get that by clicking the link in the YouTube description. It's going down a dream tonight. Welcome aboard to Lakens, by the way, the new official beer of Talk Norwich City. Jack, you were quick.
Yeah, mate, efficient, like this Norwich side. Matthew Cole, first time watching. The wife's asleep. Matthew, great. You've got peace. You've got tranquility. And now it's time for some lively Norwich City football because we're getting there. The first half performance was sloppy. This is solid.
No, I don't think it was sloppy. I think it's a bit harsh, Jack. I think it was okay. But what I was going to say, Jack, is this: we've now got, probably including extra time, at least another 10 minutes of this game to go. You know, it's not squeaky bum time because Norwich look in control, but there is an element in the back of your head that just says, be careful, boys. And I really want us to go on and get the extra goal at the moment. I really do think we just need that one more goal, game over. Really need it.
Yeah,
really.
But the thing we've got to weigh up is Reading, their only chance has been that deflected shot that turned into a goal. We've had, multiple Timu Pukki chances. I don't like this. Okay, that's good from Hanley. We've been dominant in this game. And we just need to see it out now because this would be another important victory, especially considering. Oh, that's a horrible challenge.
That's a terrible challenge on Todd Cantwell there, and he's been booked and deservedly so. Tin Pot FC showing their true colours now in the second half. Carl Osborne's bang on the money. Reading up. Oh, Carl, goodness gracious! Screw your comment. Look at that fish.
Yeah, wow. Great fish.
Solid belly on that fish. I'll give that a solid 8 out of 10. Jack, rate that fish.
Yeah, I'll give it an 8. Nice girth on that.
Yeah, love that. Absolutely love that.
I think considering the other results, Swansea losing, Watford and Brentford drawing, Reading are also in the top 6. This would put a bit of distance as Pukki's got the ball. Give it to Emmy. Give it to Emmy. Give it to Emmy.
No, just keep possession. Well done. Timu there. Class.
Yeah.
Strength, never holds the ball up so well there. Emmy wins it back. No, he doesn't. He gives it away. He kicks out the Reading player. Naughty.
You're teasing me.
We've won it back straight away. Yeah. Max Aarons tonight has been 10 out of 10. Again, he's so good. He's so good.
Win it. Hanley's been so much better second half.
Todd Campbell on the ball loads of time. Emmy Buendia out on the right wing now. It's fallen back. Oh no, Todd Campbell's let it go out for a throw in, and that was the right decision. Brilliant stuff from Norwich City. The hat is firmly on. Norwich City are winning 2-1, 83 minutes and 29 seconds on the old timestamp. We are currently watching Dowell-Dino and Norwich City get 3 points and keep their place at the top of the championship.
That was a loose pass there from Norwich, and Reading can break forwards.
Oh, it's superb. Jakob Sorensen there. Sublime challenge. Sublime. Brilliant stuff.
Yeah, well played. Well played, Jakob. 7 minutes left of this game. 83 minutes, 56 seconds on the clock if you're tuning in. Welcome along. Hit subscribe if you're new to Talk Norwich City. We go live for every single Norwich City game. And yes, for everyone asking, we are going live on Boxing Day. Superb. Great shout from AJ Ballard. This second half performance has been a lot more like Norwich City continuously sponsored Dow. I think he's already sponsored.
We don't have we had the money for the icon for obvious reasons, but unfortunately we can't afford Dowell Dini.
Yeah.
He'd be way too expensive. He's out of our league, let's be honest with you. Oh God, I hope we win this, mate. I really do.
We need a third.
No, mate. Oh God, yeah, we do. Of course, we do. This would be a huge 3 points for Norwich. It really would. It really would. Oh, that's a great through ball, Timu Pukki.
Go on, Timu. Go on, Timu.
Oh, he's almost won it. I think elbowed in the face there. He's on the floor. It's okay though. Norwich are playing on. Oh, here we go. Big up Michael Hoffer of Hoffer and Webb, the finest legal entity in not just the US, but the world, planet Earth. He says, and get this, we are dominant even without Super Mario. Yeah, you could argue that, Michael, you know, without our star man in the last few games. Totally right. And thanks so much for your sponsorship as always. Really appreciate your support. I love the fact that our sponsors tune in and watch the show, Jack. It's great. Isn't it? It's really, really good. Comment in here from A. Anderson, Hugo. Yes, I reckon get Jordan Hugill on now, and I'm going to say it for Timu Pukki. You might say, why'd you take Pukki off? I just think Hugill would be just that. He's a bit more of a shithouse, isn't he? To slow the game down, to control the game. He's very, very good at game management, is Jordan Hugill.
Sure.
I think he's actually coming on. Emmy Buendia's won the ball. Loads of space. By the way, there's so much space in between the Reading midfield and defensive line. Norwich City toying with them, pulling them out of position at the moment. It's absolutely brilliant. Brilliant stuff from the Norwich City Football Club. Absolutely love to see it. We are flying. We really are.
Mate, this would be another massive win. Like, you know, we said, didn't we, going into the injury crisis, that let's just get through it and be in the top six. And if we win tonight, I mean, there's a considerable gap between us and sixth place. So it would be huge. There's still a few more minutes left of this game, and Reading are, you know, they are lively going forward. But the centre-back pairing of Zimmerman and Hanley have been so much better in this second half. Brilliant touch by Buendia. Brilliant from Dowell. And that's a free kick to kill a bit more. Oh, they're playing on. We're a lot more composed on the ball in this second half.
Love this comment from Mikey Cockerill, our Barclay boy. He says, it is criminal that we are still grinding out these results when we're still missing Krul and Gibson, that back line. It's great to have options on the bench for rotation pushing forward. Look, Mike, this is why I was so confident going into tonight's game. Options on the bench, super solid, a team full of confidence. Norwich City fans have got a lot to be proud of at the moment because, yes, we're plagued with injuries and we're top of the league. And if you'd offered this to me at the start of the season, I would have bit your hand off. I would have paid you for it. And a lot of money as well, by the way, probably my mortgage. It's absolutely brilliant stuff. Norwich City now so close to these 3 points. 87 minutes and 43 seconds. Time check. Absolutely love this. Mick Manson, Mystic Manson. He says, Premier League promotion confirmed by Christmas. Love that, Mickey.
I'll take it. Right, 88 minutes on the clock now. Norwich City winning 2-1. Welcome to everyone joining. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. One last plug, Laken's, the best beer in Norfolk, 20% off. If you order by tomorrow, you will get guaranteed Christmas delivery. I think Timu Pukki's now going off. The link is in the description for that. Make sure Pukki's going off.
He's worked so hard. He's so out of breath. And I love that. He's worked himself into the floor in this game, Jack. He's done so well. Hugill passionately clapping him off the pitch, and deservedly so. The GOAT is off.
Mate, that's 10 championship goals for Pukki this season, and he's been injured for a few of them. Remarkable.
Canary, Pukki's the GOAT. Couldn't agree more. Absolutely love that. Absolutely brilliant. And A. Anderson, great point. Can't wait to get Argos back in the mix. Yeah, exactly. Norwich City have got resource and it's coming back, and I love to see it.
Hanley, monumental second half performance after a fairly ropey first half. Cantwell, he's made a difference as well. That's marvellous. Oh, Todd Cantwell, take a bow. Take a boo.
Maxi Ara's great ball to Toddy on the wing. Go on, Toddy. He's tried a back heel. He's won a throw in. Superb stuff.
Brilliant from Todd Cantwell.
That's where the class shows, isn't it, Jack? Todd Cantwell playing with them. He knows that they're going to be behind them. Little flick, gets the throw in, wastes the time. Good game management. Norwich City showing they are a class above Tin Pot FC, which is exactly what we love to see.
I tell you what, if you're a betting man at the moment, the 2-1 Norwich is surely the safest bet out there. I mean, what would that be? If we win this 2-1, that'll be the last 4 games, I think, we've won 2-1, which is remarkable. Love this. Chaz Tats. People are going to be fighting for their places, which is going to get the blood pumping. Completely agree. You need competition for places. Look, I know that Tim Krul will get straight back into the side, but you could argue that Mickey McGovern's, fought for his place really well.
Oh God, yeah, 100%. It will keep Tim on his toes, which is brilliant, and that's a sign of a
right,
very.
Let's just defend this. Reading coming forwards. I think there's 4 minutes at a time in this one.
Come on, boys.
We're into the 90th minute as Reading get the ball forward. Big win from Zimmerman. Well done.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Oh God.
Okay, 90 minutes on the clock, everyone.
Come on. Let's do this. 4 minutes at a time. 30 seconds into that 4 minutes at a time now. Norwich City. Oh, God, I'd love to get these 3 points, mate.
It'd be huge. It'd be huge.
It would be massive.
We're just grinding wins out. I don't think we realise how good we are.
Perfect. And by the way, Max Aaron,
brilliant.
He wins the kick. It's absolutely superb stuff. Brilliant stuff. Sean McGonigal says, Jack and Chris, what are you two getting for Christmas? Jack, what have you asked for, my friend?
3 points from every Norwich game.
Do you know what I've asked for? By the way, Dawaldinho now going off.
Why is he going off?
Not sure, but Tete's on.
He only came on at half time.
Oh, just resting him, mate. He's not actually completely back yet.
You can't bring him on for 40 minutes.
Why not? Daniel Farker's the disciple, mate. He can do what he wants. If he wants to keep Kieran Dowell in cotton wool, let him do that. Fair play. Use your substitutions wisely. Love this from Aziz. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. Can you shout out my best mate, Alex Seabrook? Yes, we can. Alex Seabrook. Hello.
Up Seabrook.
I don't get that with Dowell.
Jack, why don't you get it?
You don't often see people subbed on and then subbed on.
Mate, we've given away a free kick in a really obvious position. I don't like this either. Oh, God. Right. Come on, Norwich.
4 minutes at a time. We're 2 minutes deep into it. Reading have a free kick in a very dangerous position, probably 25 yards out. I think it's going to be Elise to take it. Mickey McGovern getting his wall set.
Come on, don't ruin my week. Do not ruin my week. Don't ruin my week.
No. Don't screw this up.
Don't screw this up.
Second half.
Come on, Mickey. Big hands, Mickey.
Free kick for Reading. Elise to take.
Big hands, Mickey. Oh, what a save! Mickey McGovern, the Norfolk Buffon, yet again. He's saved these 3 points. What a save! What a save!
That's as good as a goal.
That's huge.
Oh.
That's massive. Mickey McGovern there, the Norfolk Buffon. That's a hell of a save.
Corner for Reading, whipped in.
Hell of a save.
No.
Hell of a save. Oh, I love it.
Corner. Mickey McGovern is just fine. His game.
Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. You save the goals.
Mickey McGovern is class.
Hey, Mickey.
Right, corner for Reading. 3 minutes deep. Clear this and we've won it.
Up and out.
Ripped into the box.
Out. Oh, Jesus.
Out by Aaron's. Oh, no. Ask another corner.
Oh, God.
Last corner to defend. Michael McGovern has kept us in this game. 2-1 to Norwich. 3 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock. Another corner for Reading. It will be whipped in.
Up and out.
Out.
Go on, Toddy. Work hard, Toddy. Out. Oh, Emmy absolutely lumped it up forwards. By the way, it's a running race now between Cantwell and their back line. The keeper's miles out. He's hoofed it back.
Just get it out.
Yeah, I
well
agree.
done, Hanley. His head's everywhere.
Lump
well done.
Lump it. Come on.
That's 4 minutes up. That's 4 minutes up.
Bloody whistle. Blow.
One last chance. Mickey. Yes. Yes!
Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle, ref. Blow the whistle.
Big, so big.
Blow the whistle. Oh, mate, this is a huge result for us.
It's over.
It's over. Norwich City, we are not beaten. We keep marching on. When you think the backs are against the wall, Daniel Farker finds the answer. Dawaldinho, Emmy Buendia, Max Aarons, Timu Pukki, Mickey McGovern saving those 3 points at the end. Another absolutely brilliant Norwich City display away from home. Brilliant. This is what title-winning teams do. This is what title-winning teams do. It's a massive result for Norwich City, Jack.
Absolutely huge. Emmy Buendia, Timu Pukki with the goals. Oh, we've said that so often this season. Pukki with his 10th of the season. Massive. 54% possession, 11 shots, 6 of them on target. Just the 2 shots on target for Reading. One of them hit the back of the net. A dominant second half performance from Norwich City. Like we've done so often this season, the difference between these two sides. Let's quickly have a look at the table.
Jack, whilst you get up the table, before you show it, I need to do a very special shout out to a young TNC fan, Zach. His old man Alex is on Twitter, and he's tweeted us a video, and he's got his wee man doing a dance in his German sausage seller hat. Look at this. Oh, it's brilliant stuff. Love it. Norwich City, top of the league, having a laugh.
Brilliant. Download OneFootball, links in the description, because you can go over there and see this. Norwich City top, and we are now 6 points clear of third place Watford and 8 points clear of 6th place Brentford. That is huge. Wow, that's a big win. A big gap between us and Watford in third now.
Do you smell that?
Hang on. I'm getting something.
Is that the Premier League?
Oh, mate.
Oh, God, I love it. Oh, mate, hang on. Sorry, mate. Sorry, I just got another call. Hang on. Hello? Yeah, no, I'm trying to do the TNC Watchalong. Hang on. Yeah, no, just hold on. Let me just put you on hold a minute. I'll just tell the boys to be quiet. Hang on a minute. It's the Premier League. Oh, it's superb. God,
Robin Frost, Australia, says Norwich, Bournemouth, Watford, Brentford. That's it, Robin. Great to see you as always, sipping on that pina colada. Look, if you're saying that, it's pretty much staying as it is. I can't see any of the teams below Brentford putting in, below Bournemouth putting in too much of a run. So that's a big win for Norwich tonight. Download the OneFootball app also to make us very happy indeed. The final score, Reading 1, Norwich City 2. Timu Pukki and Emmy Buendia, the goal scorers for Norwich City. Get your one-word reviews in the comment section. Chris, that is huge for tonight.
It's brilliant. Yeah, and I think, I think that how I'd summarize it is just a very well ground out win. It wasn't convincing again, but you always had confidence in the lads to do the job tonight, Jack. Well, I did anyway. A lot of pessimistic fans, they actually predicted a draw tonight, which is just sacrilege. It really is. I think Norwich City are not mid-table mediocrity anymore. With title, we are up for the title. We can do this. We can win it. Have faith in the boys. We've got players coming back. I couldn't be more confident, Jack. I think from start to finish, and to go through that team as well, Jack, starting from the number one in between the sticks, Mickey McGovern today again, and that save at the end. Oh, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. It's almost as brilliant as Toby Gallant's super chat. Big up, Toby. Thanks so much for your support as always, my friend. He says, E-I-E-I-E-O, up the Football League we go. Another top watch along. By the way, if you're watching, there's 714 of you now. Give us a tweet. We really appreciate your support. We'll share as many as we can. Thank you so much for watching. Jack, defensively tonight, Grant Hanley wasn't as good as he has been. Is that fair?
First half, and there wasn't any defensive mistakes. Maybe the passing was a bit sloppy, but second half he was monumental. Also, again, like we've waxed lyrical about Tim Krul this season, but Michael McGovern once again coming up with a truly outrageous save. And Justin, thanks so much. Great work, lads. Loving the commentary. Pookie earning legend status. 51st goal in 101 games for him tonight. That's more than a goal every 2 games, which is phenomenal from him. Thanks to everyone for their super chats as always. Yeah, McGovern has to take credit. Big save at the end there. Didn't have to do much all night. The goal was deflected. It wasn't his fault. And then 92nd minute, Elise free kick. It's going top bins. And there's a brilliant strong hand from McGovern. So look, took our chances. There weren't loads of them. Their keeper was good as well, to be fair. Saved a good few chances from Pookie first half. But just getting the job done. Nothing fancy. Pookie scoring continually. Buendia just slowly chipping away with goals. And mate, tonight's the night, I think, where we start to get excited, I think.
I love that. I'm still saying Watford for me is the night that we get excited. If we can come out with that with a positive result. A man that we've not given enough plaudits to in this game. Neil Luther brings it up brilliantly there. Max Aaron's winning that penalty. And you know what, Neil? It wasn't just Neil. Hello, Neil. It wasn't just Neil. That he won the penalty. Throughout the game tonight, 10 out of 10. Defensively sound, taking on players, not just 1, but 2, but 3, turning inside, accurate through balls, passes, triangles. And you know what? Credit to Daniel Farker, because he's clearly been telling Maxi, get forwards more, win those penalties, take more shots. And I said it in the last watch along, and I will say it again. Max Aarons, you are watching a player turn into a world-class footballer wearing yellow and green. I am buzzing that he's playing for Norwich. And I think Webber and the recruitment team and Norwich City Football Club have got a hell of a job on their hands to keep him at this football club in January. A hell of a job. If he continues to do this, mate, we are going to struggle to keep him, because what a player. Again tonight, sublime. Not just winning the penalty, but he was brilliant all night long, wasn't he?
Oh God, yeah, I mean, phenomenal. I do want to quit. I do want to watch that penalty back. I don't think there was as much contact as we initially thought. But no, don't like there. I'm not saying it wasn't a penalty. I'm just saying there maybe wasn't as much contact as we thought. But no, brilliant. Ryan Thompson, do you bring Krul straight back in? Yeah, I think you do, because I think he wasn't droppable, was he?
But you feel a bit bad. Mickey, you feel a bit bad for Mickey, because Mickey, to be fair to him, has had his doubters, and time after time. I mean, the first 2 games he was shaky, and I think there were a couple of goals that I personally felt he could have done a little bit better on, but brilliant. You know, I think he's now 6 games consecutively. The last 3 games he's been brilliant, and I think I'm right in saying that he's pretty much saved us points in those last 3 games as well, by the way. So, you know, Mickey deserves a lot of praise. But yeah, for me, Tim Krul is one of our main man and the bottom of our main men, and is at the bottom of our spine. So we should bring him back in. Archie Middleton. I said about the 2-1 situation. I love this club. Come on, you yellows. I think that's a typo, but we'll love it. We love it anyway.
We do. Yeah, Archie, you called it 2-1. I think, what was that? 4 straight 2-1s or 3 straight 2-1s. Just getting the job done. Reading first half looked good, but ground out, quality, you know.
And speaking of quality,
to the top, doesn't it?
And speaking of quality, here he is, the main man, Chris Dayton. He says Dowaldinho is class. Can we also talk about how shocking Reading's fans were? It was the library. Their goals were clearly a handball. We did the job. Look, Chris, you don't need me. You don't start me on Tin Pot FC. I'm trying to keep it classy tonight. You know my feelings on that football club, the most tin pot in the Championship. So I'll finish it at that. But thank you so much for your super chat, mate. Really appreciate it. And I agree. Dowell is a different gravy. And if we can bed him in, we've got a serious player on our hands. And who knows, mate? You know, at the moment, I don't know how we get beaten. And that Watford game is massive on Boxing Day. I think after that Watford game, we need to be winning this league 100%. Chris, thanks for some.
Well, actually, no, screw it. I do want us to all get carried away. We might as well.
Why not? Why not?
I've
got people on my Twitter telling me to behave. Like, get carried away. It's 2020. Enjoy yourself. We're top of the league. We're having a laugh. We've got Dowell, Dino, Cantwell, Mickey McGovern turning into the Norfolk Buffon. Get carried away. Allow yourself to have some enjoyment. Norwich City are playing brilliant stuff.
Definitely. And also, to back up your giddiness, Norwich are currently ahead of where they were in 2018, 2019, where we won the Championship in an absolute canter. So, look, this Norwich side are, well, I would say we're running hot, but we're running how we are expected. Like, we're putting in performances, we're scoring goals. Yeah, we're clinical, but like tonight, 6-7 shots on target, only 2 went in. It's a really interesting few games. What we got? Cardiff and I can't remember. My brain's
Cardiff
gone.
next, mate. Cardiff and then Watford, mate.
Cardiff, is it really?
I think it's Cardiff at home, then Watford.
Okay, so like two big games in there.
We beat Cardiff. We beat Cardiff. We beat Watford, and then let's all but get the Lakens in and enjoy the rest of the season.
Let me just have another look at the Championship table. Let's get it up. Hang on. Here we go. So there's currently a 6-point gap between us and third, and there's a nearly 9-point gap between us and sixth. That's mental.
Yeah, it's mate with an injury-ridden Norwich side. That's massive. Like, that's massive. That's really big. It's brilliant. Norwich City are exceeding my expectations. Genuinely exceeding my expectations. They really are. I'm really proud of the boys.
It's crazy, isn't it? Because Teemu Pukki especially, because I think after he had that kind of cold second half of the Premier League season, there were a lot of people going, can he score goals in the Championship again? Didn't start this season particularly firing. And now he's the Championship's third top goal scorer, 10 goals already, and he's had a few games out injured. Like, mate, he's just such a good striker.
He gets you going, doesn't he?
That's going to be Stuart Webber and Daniel Farke's biggest task when, Pukki leaves. Who do we replace him with? Because
I think we've got a striker that's fallen in love with the club, and I think he'll be with us for many, 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 many years.
What was he, 30?
Exactly. He's staying with us. I'm telling you now, mate. He's staying with us. Jen Earl is in the house. She says, very nice hat, Chris. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Right, Jack. 2 hours, 21 minutes into this TNC watch-along.
I'm absolutely knackered.
You're knackered, but you're full of Lakens and your boys are top of the league. Life couldn't be better right now for Norwich fans. Like, there's going to be a spring in people's step tomorrow, even if you're working from home, bounding down the stairs for your Weetabix. This is what it's all about. Jack, summarise that game and summarise where Norwich are at, and let's talk about what we're going to do moving forwards into that Cardiff game at home.
Oh my God! Before we get on with that, Chris Dayton, 20 quid in the kitty. I don't mind saying I've struggled recently, but thanks to you guys and these watch-alongs, especially you, Chris, I just landed my dream job at Apple. Wow. 2020 ain't been all bad. Come on, the boys, and thank you. Look, Chris has put loads of money in for Big C as well. We always see Chris in the comments. Well done, mate, on the job at Apple. Wow, that's brilliant. And look, we enjoy these as much as you do. So we're as thankful to you as you are to us, mate. Thanks so much. That's really kind. I really appreciate that, and hope the job at Apple goes well. That's brilliant.
Unbelievable support from Chris. So good from Chris. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it, mate. Really kind. It's so good to have so many kind people in the TNC watch along. It's great to have you.
Definitely. Where are Norwich at? Well, we're at the top of the league by some distance. I think what Norwich have got about them now is Norwich. Other teams have figured out how Norwich play football, right? So it's not going to be 4 goals a game, carnage, 30 goals for, well, it might be 30 goals for Pookie, but there is a consistency about Norwich City. And what I would say is Norwich City have no longer got the naivety about them that suited them before, where they could chuck Max Aarons forward and Jamal Lewis and Buendia was scoring for fun. What they've got is an ability to be really clever about football matches. Tonight wasn't free-flowing, wasn't, fast-paced, but we just always seem to find enough against any opposition, whether that's Wickham or whether that's Reading or Sheffield Wednesday. And all of these games have different Wickham set up very differently to Reading set up very differently to Sheffield Wednesday. But we always find a way. And I think the hallmark of champions is that team. And we've got a manager in Daniel Farker who's been here before and has done it. We've got a striker, Timu Pukki, who's been here and done it. And when you've got the ability to have Tim Krul drop out of the squad through injury, who is the best goalkeeper in the division, and be replaced with a goalkeeper in Mickey McGovern, who's made countless international appearances and pull off saves like he did tonight, you're in a really good place. And you've got Todd Cantwell, who can casually come off the bench, and we can mock the championship and bring on Kieran Dowell for 30 minutes and then sub him back off. Like, that's taking the piss. And Norwich have got themselves into a position now where we're putting distance between us and the teams below us. And honestly, like in previous seasons, like 18-19, you had Leeds, you had Villa. There were some really decent teams in that league. I look at Bournemouth, and I like Bournemouth. I like them going forwards, but I think they're fragile at the back. I think Watford are bang average. I really do. I don't like the way they're playing. Swansea have been pumped by Derby tonight. They're up and down. Blackburn are, like, there's not a massive chasing pack. So if you just get the job done on a regular basis, you're going up. It's as simple as that. And I'm dead chuffed with where we're at. I really do.
Mate, you've summarised it perfectly, and I don't disagree with anything that you've said. It's been a hell of a show tonight. 11 minutes past 10 on a school night now. 464 of you still watching the TNC watch along. Thank you so much for your support tonight. Really appreciate it. Norwich City winning again. Norwich City top of the league still. Dowaldinho on the pitch. Thank you so much for joining us on the watch along tonight. There's going to be another TNC watch along this weekend, isn't there, Jack? And
do you know it's an early kickoff?
Yeah, it's early, mate. And the Lakens will be out. I'm back
in Falmouth this weekend.
Oh, which means
it does.
Get your hat out, Sonny Jim. Love that. So yeah, as always, just a massive thanks to everyone for joining us tonight. Hugely appreciate that. Like everyone that tweets us after the game, before the game, during the game, we see everything and we appreciate it so much. And it's an absolute joy to attempt to entertain you. We try and have a bit of fun and not take ourselves too seriously because life's too short. So thank you so much from me. Thanks so much to all of our sponsors. Really appreciate their support. Thanks so much to Lakens. Welcome aboard, the official beer sponsor. One Football, big up. But most importantly, big up to every single one of you for watching tonight. This is a special community full of special people with a special football team. And we're going to end up in the special place at the end of the season.
Right, that's I'm not going to add anything. That was beautiful. Thanks to everyone for watching, and we'll see you all again Saturday. Early kickoff, so don't miss us. Live at 12:30 on Saturday, nice and early. Get your bacon butties out, and we'll see you then. From me and from Chris, Norwich City are top of the league, and we're having a laugh.
Top of the league.